and welcome to High Road. I'm definitely hearing someone's something in the background right now. It's pretty loud. Oh wait, it's definitely alright. Casey, could you mute right quick?
She's not. I don't think she can hear us.
Alright. Casey, can you mute?
I've been muted, so...
No, we heard everything.
Nope.
We heard like the doors closing and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh. Huh.
Are you not on... What mic are you on?
You guys can still hear me from this?
I'm hearing you right now.
Okay, cool. My mic isn't working then, I guess. I guess Skype doesn't like my headphones then, because you guys were also like hearing Jake when you shouldn't have been.
I would check what settings you are, because when I first started Skype yesterday, it did not use my default settings, so it started using like my desktop stuff instead of my headset stuff.
Great.
You need to specify which mic and which headphones.
We're having slight technical difficulties, but we are here. Yeah, do we need to like take another 5 minutes to figure this out?
Yes.
You sound a lot better now.
Yeah, talk again?
Like a second.
Okay, so yeah, you're right. It didn't go to the. Now my microphone is muting properly. Okay.
All right, yay. So.
Well, glad we figured this out before.
Well, except we didn't, because as I said, we went.
Yes, but at least we didn't figure this out like 2 hours in.
Yeah. Well, hello, welcome everyone to High Road. Now I'm completely have no idea what I'm gonna say. I really never wrote down my spiel. Hello, welcome to High Road. There's two major ways to interact with this D&D stream you're witnessing. One is the bar that looks like it's full right now because I haven't fucking reset it. Oh my god. And the About Me section for donations. Also, channel points, dangerous to go alone. Give it to somebody based on their character's name. And an item or insight will occur at the time. 2,000 points, dangerous to go alone. Blah. Oh my god. My brain is melting. So yeah, hello. Last time on High Road, our party was quickly fleeing some people who wanted to, cause them some trouble as they ascended through the Brass Eye Citadel, the home of the Eye, a wizarding sorceress spy institution in Cathodak, where our party are helping foment rebellion. They find themselves fleeing up to the next level as they escape the first floor. There are guards hot on their trail, but as they ascend, they feel a cool, icy sensation bring over them. They're just barely up through the stairs before a cold wind blows and the air turns frigid and then solid as a liquid amounting to precipitation runs across them, and they see the stairs below turn to solid ice with a magical glow behind them. Welcome to floor 2.
Real quick, is our snake boy with us, or is he still down there and defending?
Dying.
Tento is comically feet frozen into the ice. Uh-oh, looks like you'll have to wait until my player arrives for me to help out.
Oh, When I said snake boy, I didn't mean the.
Snake
Oh,
boy.
Oh yeah,
Boy.
please. Why would Roshi ask about Tento's
Not the
well-being?
sneak boy. The snake boy.
Not
yeah.
a loud rogue.
Yeah. So Iskander is up here. He wasn't available to grab. Yeah, a scamper's up with you.
Just wanted to make sure Skander was with us and not,
You know you wouldn't
Kind
be
of.
asking
I
this
saw
if
it just-
Tento was stuck down there.
Is there any like dangerous things in this room?
You
Traps?
could give me a investigation to try and like poke around.
Alright, first roll of the day. Hell yeah.
Okay, wow, very good, Zion. I don't think the eye marker matters to you anymore because I think that was for the touch of envy or whatever. So Zion, you examine this room and you do see that the floor seems to have been raised up and set with something that was then pressed down below. You suspect whatever this is that's preventing anybody from ascending right now is probably related to that. That being said, there doesn't seem that there's any mechanism designed to attack this particular location. When you test around, you find yourself in a walled room with a heavy-set wooden door to the south. There is a lock on it. It seems to be unlocked from the other side, but a key could also get you through, or perhaps one who could pick a lock. Thank you, Lamp, by the way, for the host. You basically confirmed there are no traps here in this room.
Okay. Is the door locked?
Wait, yeah, did you not catch that?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, did you just like miss it when I said it, or were you not hearing me?
I missed it.
Okay, yeah. So the door is locked. It looks like the sort of lock that would be undoable from the other side, or from this side if you had a key.
Oh. Okay. Can I pick it?
Yeah, you can walk up, and Zion's like hand protrudes like a thieves' tool, and you crouch up next to it, and with artful grace, it seems almost like Zion has only like entered and then retracted the device. Normally, you're used to seeing Tento like pull up with a picks and like get to work. It almost looks like Zion's given like a sleek like in and out, and then the door gives a telling unlock click.
Nice.
Should we try to rest here? I mean, it looks like they can't really follow us for now.
We can. I think it's a good idea to rest a little.
Can Lonnie go try to listen at the door?
Yeah. You can give me a perception. Alright, yeah, so 17 perception. You don't hear anybody really in the other room, although you do hear like a faint, every once in a while, thudding sound. It sounds like it might be coming from perhaps a room beyond, maybe a room that doesn't have a door closed to it from the next room.
If we do take a short rest here, Lonnie is gonna post up by the door then.
Zion will also post by the door.
By all means, feel free to go. You'd be a Skander. Gets in this corner, like crouches a little.
Tento's just hacking away at his
Nice.
That is hilarious that I moved to be in the corner that Iskander chose to be in the corner also.
Great minds think alike. Yes. We shall strategize as we recuperate. And yeah, so Shin,
Lumi's just gonna go and just tug on Tento's stuff to try to pull him out, but also like knows it's probably not gonna do anything, but also wants to essentially have a chew toy for a little bit,
I mean,
or at least an excuse for a chew toy.
Yeah. So, you guys are going to attempt a short rest here, correct?
Yeah.
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 I mean,
Does anyone
do we?
have
go ahead.
any hit dice to expend?
Yeah. Does anybody have any hit dice left to spend?
So, Orochi will say that I don't particularly need a rest. I need a long sleep.
I don't.
I don't
That
think we're gonna
don't
get that
think
right now. But I can stand on watch and be fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So would any of you even benefit from? We assume you take a breather, but are you trying to spend like an hour here?
I still have a potato pancake.
You do. You do still have a potato pancake.
But I don't know.
By the way, Shin, check Messenger, maybe on your phone, just in case things are gonna get whoopy. But Iskander says, "Think back to the torture level," and you do, and you get a sense of, if this is the stairwell, you know that there should be a guard and storage room right to your south, and to the west of that, a long row of torture chambers.
There are lots of places that we could hide and take a rest at, but it ends up being, are they clear? Skander, do you feel any presence back there? Anything that you can sense?
Iskander says, "There's presences of the mind. Yes. Perhaps a dozen or less to the west, along the hallway. One mind in what should be the storage room east of the guard room to our south."
Scanner, can you tell how strong of a mind? Can you tell if there's any seasoned people of the torturing arts?
This is not known to Iskander just by the presence of the mind, but I suspect that there would not be a completely unattended hallway. However, they often do not overpopulate it, as they have little need for guards when they are so gathered. And Iskander would briefly share what Iskander... okay, so... Shin.
Yes.
I'm also now going to send you what you think the overall... Oh shit, it's going to be hard to do this without revealing tokens to you. So I'm doing some really quick MS Paint work. You're going to have to jigsaw together this, but Iskander's like, this would be the opposite side. Oh, Tento, what? Darren's here. Hey, Darren.
Hello.
How's
My
your
gosh.
feet, Tento?
What?
Yeah.
Got stuck in a block of ice for some reason. I wonder why, but you good there, buddy?
I thought you might take longer, so I was like, oh well, Tento's feet got stuck.
How did I get stuck in ice?
You've been ice picking yourself.
Yeah.
Let me melt the ice with lightning. That works, right?
Yeah. And I said the setup makes Kai look paler than he usually is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're like a pale boy. You're like a pale boy now.
Very good.
Wait a minute, why is Darren still a Skype image? Oh god. Bandwidth. Network allow partial. Okay.
I don't see my token anywhere.
I'll shift ping you. Sorry for any delays, folks. We're working with a new technical solution. Okay, so that's... Oh wait, that's also a Darren, though. Why the fuck are there 2 Darren IDs in this call? Well, I don't know why there's double Darrens, but I managed to find you. Okay, we're all in. Welcome to the Dungeon of Skype Indie.
One's never enough. You always gotta have 2. Just not enough to go around.
So, here we are. Yeah, so Tento, as you guys were running up the stairs, like an ice trap sprung, and it was just Darren, right, Pat? Because every time I add somebody through NDI, I have to go mute their individual audio source.
What happened?
Let me know if that's not the case. But yeah, so we should be good now. There was an ice trap that went off and covered the stairs. Tento, you are now up in this chamber with your party members. You are in the top right, or you are in a chamber, if you will, on what should be the torture floor.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and Iskander will also say, there was a chamber here, where I was thrown into the waters with the relic that mutated the others. And he's going to try and describe it for you a little and say, there was also a room to the east where something emerged from the floor. I was never there for it, but a horrible whipping sound and crying was heard, and there was much blood. But then it would always be slicked clean.
Real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I did put in that brass weird ring last time, and I heard a call.
And you're still wearing it, right?
Yes.
And you heard somebody
He's
talking
asking about what's his face.
Yeah, well, they addressed you as Alfric. And Alfric, what's the situation? So, yeah, how would you respond to that?
With that, I will take off the ring and toss it to Scanner. Like, hey, this is like some weird mind communication thing. Think you can fuck with it?
He holds it. He looks up. Pat says the first person to jump into that pool gets a dangerous to go alone. Amazing. Toxic.
Man, don't
Iskander
say no more.
catches the brass ring, looks at it, and says, "This is probably giving away our position, but perhaps I could use it." And yeah, he looks at Orochi and says, "Do we think it's worth the risk?"
Do you know a good way of destroying it? Because magic items, artifacts, are extremely difficult to destroy. Only thing we could do is toss it, unless you have a capability to do something otherwise.
He looks at it, and he says, And then he says, "I do not." And he looks at Zion and says, "Zion, this ring should be under your purview in terms of crafting."
Oh. I mean, I'll hold on to it and, take a better look at it once we're safe.
Alright, he says, "For the
I think
moment."
it's something that we need to deal with now.
For the
'Cause
moment.
we either need to try to toss it somewhere, or we try to use it.
For the
We
moment.
hold on to it.
I will try to spoof Alfric. If they think that I am that imbecile, they may be slower in their response. Yeah, you've ice picked your way out with the chili toes.
Have I? That's good to know.
Did Lumi help, or did Lumi just give him some more clothes to mend?
He just sort of, like licked at his heels.
Thanks. Alright. Are we in that safe, like, are we actually in a safe spot for me to, like, just rest?
We are not in a particular safe spot, but if we move out of here,
Mm-hmm.
then we fight more people.
Oh, okay.
There's a corridor nearby that we could go to, but that leads to more people in the next room over. A lot more people. So if we can take out that one guy in the next room quietly, we'll be safer. Only safer. And not safe.
I mean, I could give it a try. So it's just in the next room.
Mm-hmm.
And I think out of everyone here, I'm probably the stealthiest.
You did notice earlier Zion went doop doop, and you heard a clicking and unlocking of this door, so it's unlocked.
Can I peek in to see
He's
where
gonna-
exactly this guy is?
He's gonna cast guidance on him as he passes.
With a wave of your hand, and speaking of the word. Yeah, you gaze in. You see that there's like a table. There's two doors to the south, one door in the east, and you see like a leg as a guard like shuffles boxes and mutters to himself like, "Why am I always have to do this?"
All right. I think I can do it.
All right,
Yeah.
give me a stealth.
I'm
to
gonna-
see how well you sneak in.
First, before I go sneak in there, I'm like, yeah, hey, Lonnie, I know like collecting shiny rocks, so here's one for you. I give her the one that I found in the pillow. What's it called? Ah, I didn't write that one down. God damn it. It was. I don't think still a bunch of stuff. Is it this thing? No. Forgot what it was called.
Speaking of, what did I pick up again last time? I think I picked up the metal, like a metal box of old Dwarvish make.
Mm-hmm.
Can I look at that?
I don't think it was a box. I thought it was something else. Cask. But yeah.
I did not write it down. Let me go find it really quick.
That being said, so you're looking at that, but Tento, you're peeking right through the door. And you're going to sneak right now, yeah?
Yeah.
And roll me a stealth.
Sorry, before he goes, I'm gonna go up to him and put celerity on him and give him haste for 1 round.
So what the fuck is celerity? It's that thing.
That thing that you always want but never ask for.
I didn't know I had to ask for it.
You expecting everything?
Yeah. Isn't that what you're here for?
Oh, gonna ask for shit.
My mistake. I did not. Okay, cool. So time to roll this stealth. Kadoosh.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
you sneak in very
24.
stealthily. You pop through. You come upon this man. He's moving around boxes, checking things with different labels. You see he's moving a box of what looks like like iron spikes, and he's like, where do these go again? And he's like putting something down. He's referencing a sheet of paper next to him. He's like, why'd I have to be the one who knows how to read?
Alright. And then I'm just gonna take out the wasting potion and let's see what happens.
Yeah.
I get advantage on this?
Yeah, it was an attack from stealth. That's a hit. Give me that damage and sneak attack. Okay. Okay. Do you want to also attack with your offhand weapon?
If you let me.
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
You also have a second attack from haste.
Yeah, you do.
Oh.
You do.
I guess I'll
The
go that
main-
first.
main
That's a
action
miss.
attacks from haste.
Yep, so that missed. How's this one do? That one did not.
The damage. Okay, so
Where's your sneak attack?
Alright, this
You only get
I only
once
rolled
per
9.
round.
once a
Oh.
turn. So okay, so you snuck up on the brass guard. You've given him all you got.
Now you
And-
die.
Yeah. So
Cause that second one fucking missed. That's a
back into
shame.
his back. He lets out a
Wait, can I use
cry.
guidance on the attack rolls?
I don't think guidance can be used for attacks, can it?
No,
Okay.
No, you need
Ability
bless.
checks.
it's just ability checks.
So,
That's a shame.
the brass guard, before he can do anything other than like cry out in pain, is going to need to roll a quick initiative. This is one of those weird spaces in D&D where sometimes sort of like, oh, you do let somebody get an insta kill, etc., etc. D&D 5e really doesn't provide for that at all. But yeah. Pablo, real
Wait,
quick.
what do you mean it
initiative,
doesn't provide for that at
Yes,
all?
sir.
Well, like in some games, they'll indicate like, yeah, people have hit points, but that only applies to a fight. If they get stabbed in the heart with a dagger or like swallow poison at a party, they're fucking dead. They're just a human being, right? But in D&D 5e, as written, if you have 80 hit points, you must suffer 80 hit points worth of damage to be killed. And there's no, I mean, as the DM, I can waive it, but it puts me in a weird position. Why does it have your initiative as 18 when you says you rolled a 60? Oh, you rolled it twice. I see.
Yeah, because I accidentally forgot to
Point
roll
is,
my
after the stealth, after the
Away.
ambush round, you get another turn. So let's see how that goes. Hey, Turg! Turg, by the
But
way,
you
a
no
great
longer
singer
has
with
haste?
a golden
I'm no
voice.
longer hasted.
No longer have haste, but you do have your wasting falchion, your vicious dagger. He wheels around.
I'm
to try and
guessing.
meet
I'm
you.
guessing he's not surprised anymore.
No, you're
Probably
not.
not.
You're no
Okay,
longer
cool.
attacking.
Dang,
Well,
I almost went
fucking-
off.
You hit him anyway. All right, 7, 8, 9. He's looking really fucked up. He's looking really fucked up.
God
oh,
damn it! God
You
damn
hack
it.
at him. You hack into his side. His back and his front with your wasting falchion. This raw piece of metal and acid splashing down to his body, and you cut at him with your vicious dagger. You go for a second hit. You see he's down. He's panting. His face is like, oh shit. But your dagger is sort of like catches on a metal plate and goes kadoink on the final moment. And in retaliation, he brings his mace down with 2 slaps for 5 and then 6 bludgeoning damage.
I'll reduce the 6. I will take 8. So there goes all my temp HP.
Good God.
It smacks you to either side of the head. You're winded, but you're still good for the fight. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. All right.
Are you fucking serious?
You hack at him, you miss, but the dagger slides through as it catches up under the
Oh, wait.
ribbing of his lacquered leather chest plate. It just slides to cut through and open his fucking guts to the floor as he goes and dies on the fucking floor. You feel as if though this kill has been so sufficient that the soundtrack changes in recognition of the fact that you are now stealth mode.
Damn.
Which means you should come back and take that short rest.
I'm just gonna go back and just like knock on the door. Or not even knock, just walk through the door. It's like, okay.
An important question.
Everyone's coming back in. Attack it.
Hey, Twig, yeah, just in time for a quick cut up on a guard. You guys, Zion, you see through the doors that like the body is just there bleeding in the storage room, with the door still open to it.
Tento, you might want to hide that body. Oh, okay. I'll do it.
This is gonna like, I'm gonna lay down somewhere.
I'm so good at hiding bodies.
Alright,
Bonnie
so-
is gonna just drag the body back into the room with them.
All right. You would note as you do so, there is a smear of fresh blood kind of tracking behind.
If only I had prestidigitation.
Honey, why are you doing that? Now we're gonna still have a fucking corpse in the room now.
think I have any. Well, I guess this is what Lonnie is gonna be doing during her short rest. She's gonna be cleaning up the mess.
So do you want to be in the So you're not resting just in the northern chamber anymore, though. You're also going to be in this room.
She's just gonna try to clean up this mirror in the main room, and then close the door, I guess.
All right, give me a survive.
I believe in you. You got this.
Can I
girl.
guidance this before I start?
I would like to help clean up blood with so much blood on my hands.
Am I allowed to guidance this before I start on it?
Yeah. Roshi, you look around. You feel a queasiness knowing this is a guard room, and knowing that that room to the side is full of all sorts of caltrops and blocks and tackles and chains that have been used against you before. And yeah, Lonnie, you're like, you just clean.
Can I guidance it?
Yeah, you can guidance it. Roll me to take a D4, right?
Look, now it's double digits.
I'll give you some flash of genius.
Wait, really? Okay. With a flash of
He
genius
was
for
asking
14.
help before.
Yeah,
You do a
14.
good enough job that someone would
There
need
you
to,
go.
someone would need to come around here and truly inspect it to notice the blood stain.
I'm just gonna close the door now, so the big blood stain isn't immediately visible.
Real quickly,
Hmm.
does envy vision turn off when my eyes are closed?
No, it doesn't.
God.
You
Kendo
see,
just closes his eyes, so he just sees bright lights. I'm like, I hate this.
yeah, you
Yeah, have
see.
fun sleeping, buddy.
I assume Zion's just like a fucking Christmas tree.
Oh yeah.
So does he just like automatically see everything that we have valuable on us? Like, should we start telling him?
I mean, he sees, like, if there's a lot in a concentration, he can't really make it out individually. It is also in, like, Greeno vision. Oh, completely nobody. So much. Thank you so much for the Prime sub 7 months. The night off to join us. Wonderful. Also, glad to hear that you have a better work environment now. I saw on Twitter, so we love to see it. All right. So after a bit of blood mopping up, Lonnie, the corpse is dragged in here, and Orochi, I'm assuming that you go back up to the north as well.
Yeah, I go back up north.
Tento can't even look at his own stuff. Tento's just gonna like put his back to his side, make sure his back is to everyone, and try to sleep. He's very tired from all this.
Can I look at the cask
Yeah.
during this time?
Yeah, so you do. So you guys are in a room with a just crackling, condensed block of ice where the stairway was, just filling the air, almost like oozing out of miasma. The room over the course of this hour will become more humid, literally just by like the enchanted liquid seeping off of this ice.
But the ice isn't melting from it.
But the ice isn't melting. It's more, there's like a solid line of where the ice is.
34.
But there's also an essence that rolls off of it. Yeah, so Tento, you managed to get all rested up. Lonnie,
Facing away from everyone.
you pop the cork on the cask, and it strikes you with a wave, almost like the most putrid of paints and dye pits that you have ever scented in the overpopulated cityscapes of this world. And it is absolutely like gut-wrenching, almost even to scent. And Iskander would say, "That smells like something potent. What is it?"
Like alcoholic potent or something else potent?
It does smell like a really, really, really high proof, perhaps grain alcohol, except they don't really have, I mean, you actually, I don't know how much you know about Dwarvish agriculture. I would say you could
Probably not.
give anyone who wanted to be either an agriculture or a history.
Agriculture doesn't exist. There's nature.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say agriculture or history. I meant to say arcana or history.
Okay. Lonnie was wondering more if it was magic anyways. And you know what? I guess they just really like their alcohol, even if it's in this really weird old cask.
Well, it's very nice. It's a very fine metal cask with several geometric patterns along the side of it. It looks like it's a fine craftsmanship. Hiroshi and Lonnie have no particularly relevant knowledge. It definitely smells alcoholic. Zion, however, reflecting upon it, believes that it is probably a cask of Amar. Amar is an incredibly potent dwarvish alcohol, normally used either in cooking or in, like, you know, making something else alcoholic. Theoretically, you can drink it straight, although it carries serious risks. It is known in alchemy for being used as a strong base. So the cask of Amar itself, you think that you could drink from it and get a little fucked up. But you also think you could take it and combine it with things that have a healing property to produce a healing potion. If you have, you've got the tools on you, Zion, with your alchemist supplies, and you have a healer's kit?
I do not have a healer's kit, but I do have an alchemist supply.
You know, the alchemist supply is the appropriate base.
I have a healer's kit.
Yeah. You guys probably have.
You're sleeping.
I'm sleeping. I'm just like,
You're sleeping.
It's not sleep. It's a short rest.
Can I borrow?
Taking a knee.
What?
I need to borrow your healer's kit.
Sure, it's in the bag somewhere.
Lonnie's just like lamenting not using this to start the fire instead of the other alcohol. It's like, I should grab something else. Thought this was actually like something important, not just more alcohol.
Just grab it out of the bag, Zion.
Okay. I grabbed the healer's kit.
It has 9 charges left.
Alright, so. That is indeed a strategy, completely nobody. So, you've got the Amar, you've got. The healer's kit contains, like, you know, poultices and salves that will be immediately applicable to a trauma to, you know, get somebody stabilized. And you've got your alchemist supplies. Do you have any other herbs or reagents that you would like to try and add to this, Zion?
Do I?
If it helps, I have a herbalist kit too.
You do have an herbalist kit.
I also have some moss.
You have some moss. What kind of moss is it?
You have some moss?
BRYLA moss. I think it's like the blue glowing moss.
The Bryla moss from Horn HQ. Yeah. Yeah. You think
Lonnie's
well,
there's at that if you bring it out.
you could make a wisdom. You could make a wisdom proficiency roll with alchemist's supplies or herbalism kit to know what significance that might have if added to the concoction.
Hey, does Zion ask you for this stuff?
Does Zion?
Zion will ask if he has any, grass.
Zion, I'm
Herbs.
not that kind of businessman.
Oh, okay.
He's not selling grass.
Zion, why are you so interested in alcohol? Can you drink?
We can make some healing brews.
Oh, and Lonnie will just like immediately hand it over. Like, yep, just just do your thing then. And I guess she'll cast guidance on him.
All right, yeah. So you're gonna use so you're going to use fundamentally the MR as the base. You're going to add supplies from your healer's kit, and then you are going to add any other ingredients.
I look at my +3 mango.
No! Don't you dare!
And I think better of it.
That mango is now a party member.
I'll save you for later, sweet prince.
The +3 mango remains with the party.
Do you not see how it's leveling with us?
Yep.
Gonna get
I
to a
just wanna
+20 and then maybe we can use it.
If you're, I'm gonna look over his eye. I'm gonna sleep eyes. If you're looking for alchemy shit, I have a bunch of suckler and rock lobster shit in my bag. Just grab whatever you want if you think it's gonna help.
I think I also put some stuff in your bag of holding. There's, I think we used was it the Orovor chitin plating that we used for my armor, or was that different?
Yes,
Okay.
it was that chitin.
Well, there's still Orovor meat, which I don't know how well preserved it is, but there's
Presumably you
also
guys
metal
just
slag in
laid
there.
out, like, on a carpet, all sorts of meat, chitin, bits of organ, other things that you have.
I'm gonna,
The
I'm
scanner's
gonna
like,
look at-
that's quite the collection.
I'm gonna look at Lonnie real quick. It's like, did you just suggest he used metal slag in his alchemist potion?
I don't know much about this stuff.
Lon, it's metal. I'm gonna look away now. He's like, I'm too tired for this. By the way, I see green and bright and Bible seem brighter to me. Am I okay?
I mean, no, you don't look okay, but
What?
Yeah, if you look
I
into his
can't-
eyes, there's like
I
a
would like to
glowing,
point out that
biting
Kendall
envy
doesn't know.
symbol over his, like, pupils.
Yeah, it's like, come on, Tendo doesn't know this. he doesn't.
Well,
know
yeah.
eyes
Is
look like-
Tendo looking at us now?
Yeah. I'm asking you guys, am I okay?
no, you don't look okay.
Scout, you're
That doesn't. Okay, you don't look okay either. That's not
look
much of
like
a
you're
description.
on your last legs. Why are you wondering if you're okay? I don't think any of us are okay right now.
Well, I mean, yes, but like I see green guys, and
Oh.
Bibles are bright to me, which is very annoying. Honestly. Like, what is happening?
Well, I guess
Close
we're
your
gonna go
eyes.
over and see if he's like has a fever or something.
Alright.
It's like he's like hallucinating or something like that.
And roll medicine to,
Lonnie,
you know,
you can
give an
see-
appraisal.
You're looking at my eyes, and you're like, yeah, you know, those green eyes with the little marking.
No,
is-
Lonnie hasn't like actually explicitly looked into them yet. It's like, oh my gosh, you're doing weird shit again.
Oh wow, you don't want to look me in the eye. No, I'm hurt.
Alright, I'm just gonna make the potion. I don't have anything to
God,
add.
I'm not rolling well.
So,
I also have Orovor eyes, if that makes any difference.
so
I mean,
the
sorry,
supplies of a
Kai.
healer's kit are not enough
Oh,
to
it's
make
not
a
enough?
healing potion. You're gonna need
Alright.
something that is. You need something that's gonna make it a potion of some sort beyond just the healer's kit stuff.
So I have an herbalism kit, and I've got doses of fear filter and the courage of the mountain still.
I mean, can I just
Uh,
dump in the potion of vitality?
So you wanna redistribute the potion of vitality.
I still
Well,
have a
I-
messenger pigeon on me.
I don't think we should risk that, but again, I don't know. Like,
mean, yeah,
maybe
yeah,
it becomes
you-
super awesome.
Yeah. So you're taking your potion of vitality here. And it seems like an invigorating potion. You've got like like, you know, clotting agents in the forms of these salves and poultices and bombs from the healer's kit, and you've got a strong base. Yeah, you think with your alchemist supplies you could work something with this. This is going to be an alchemist supplies intelligence proficiency, and what is your int mod again?
Int mod is 4.
Okay. You think that for every one dose of the healer's kit, one use of the healer's kit you put in here, you will be able to get out 2 potions. From this mix, you think that the max that you're going to be able to dilute out to is going to be 8.
Alright, let's go for the max.
So you can use 4 uses of the healer's kit?
Yes.
Then you do see Zion scoops in for like a huge chunk of the kit you've handed him.
I trust it enough to do whatever. I have more things to be concerned about.
Alright. Let's see that alchemist supplies roll during this long rest, this short rest.
God.
I put guidance on you at some point.
Alright. Ooh,
I don't
let's
think
put
you
that
need
guidance
it.
on there. Let's do it.
Holy
My
shit.
God.
Holy shit.
30s for a skill check.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a 32. You guys see like a green red wispy poof come up out of like this mix as Zion uses like 50% of the bottle of Amar in some test tubes and beakers alongside the charges from the healer kit, and like with this like poultice, like broken down bits of poultice like pulled out and put in, and like bombs spread around and then whisked about. He also pours into it this this like orange potion of vigor, and you see this like diffusing. It almost looks like a curdle of milk, followed by a crystallization of like a smooth beer, and it's this weird like dancing of lights and colors until it settles into an amber liquid. 8 of them. Zion, you get the feeling that consuming one of these amber potions would probably be pretty good for someone. But you do feel like it would come on a bit of a delay. Without somebody drinking it, you don't have a great way of knowing how long it would be, but it's definitely going to heal them.
Mm.
And it has this very sweet, almost sickly sweet scent to it. As if though it's like biting at the edge of your nose. I mean, your like scent receptors. Oh my god, Pat.
Alright, I'll give 2 to Lonnie, 2 to Tento, 1 to Orochi, 1 to Iskander.
Iskander says, "My thanks."
So, what does this do again?
It is a healing potion. You could roll an Arcana to get a better idea about exactly what'll happen, but
No, I'm asking Zion because I want to know what Zion made for us.
It's a healing potion, but there might be a delay to the healing properties.
dangerous to go alone to delay because you need to. Oh my god. Pat's just trolling us.
Well, Lonnie's
Sorry.
gonna, I guess, take hers now and give and ask if it's safe for wolves to consume.
Alright, so you're taking it as in you're drinking it?
Yeah.
Okay. In Zion, I would say with the dangerous to go alone, you know that this potion is going to heal 1d8 plus 4 on the round it is consumed, and then another 1d8 plus 4 at the start of the creature's next round. During these 2 rounds, the creature has advantage on Constitution saves.
Lonnie already drank her, so should I just roll both of them now?
Yeah, just 2d8 plus 8.
Sorry, Kai, how many did you give
and-
Orochi?
1.
And is it safe for wolves to drink?
Yeah, it's definitely
It should be
definitely
safe for-
wolf approved. That's 13 for you.
Plus 8. So
No, not 13. More than 13, thank goodness.
Yeah.
That's
Alright, it's
for
like
both
18.
of them, right?
Yeah, the plus 4 is to both of them, so it's 2d8 plus 8.
So that's 17.
And,
Tento's just gonna look at it and like, how bright is it?
It's pretty bright. It's pretty clear. It's pretty sweet. It's. Oh, you mean like value wise? Yeah.
Value-wise, yeah.
It looks like a. You can see the outline of it. It's questionable. It's questionable. The liquids don't tend to look as valuable as the solid gold to you. Not as easy to covet and hold on to. To envy.
But yeah,
Tento's gonna like go back and I was like, hey, is there anything wrong with me?
no, just I just think that the blood loss is getting to you.
Lonnie.
Unless
I see
his
green-
eyes are like really obvious when I actually go up close to him.
Yeah, I mean they are like. They weren't green
They're, like, the
before.
whole
They
thing's green.
have a glowing element with like the symbol in it before. Yeah.
Okay, that changes things. Yeah, no,
Hey, were you not looking in my eyes before? What do you mean that changed?
I got
What
a
were you
fucking
looking at?
7 on my medicine check, okay? She is also tired. Look,
What were you looking at earlier? That
Tento,
literally
you,
was-
you sure those aren't like your tattoos that move around? Like
just
you glow a little bit on your own. Like you sure this isn't that?
Okay,
Oh.
Hiroshi, my tattoos don't, my birthmarks don't move into my fucking eyes.
and
I-
it looks like
Umi's did.
the thing in the that we the thing downstairs. Scout, what did you do?
Did I ever tell you guys what I did? Oh, I never did.
You
Yeah.
just dipped in. I tried to pull you out, and then you dipped in anyways.
Something happened in there?
Oh yeah, it's up to fault. I ate something.
You what?
Why? Why are you constantly eating everything?
Dude,
What? That was the only way I could get out.
what
I-
did
Sure.
Look, I didn't know where I was, and Fault seemed to know where I was. I kind of just listened to him, hope for the best.
Donnie is gonna dig through his bag and look for the tablet.
Don't touch the tablet.
Nope, she's
I
pulling it
no,
out.
no, don't- stop. I was like, sure, wait, stop it. One of the deals I made with him is to not disturb him. She's
Well,
like,
what's
"Shoo her
wrong
away."
with you then? Did he not tell you?
Yeah, no, he just told me how to get out, and yeah. Now I see in green. What? The thing I ate though was, I think I ate a word.
Oh,
A
where-
word?
It's
Literature word?
Does any of this like ring any bells of any stories? Since like I know that we're dealing with like, the creatures that we fought around it, and that he has a symbol of envy.
Please.
Have I heard anything? Oh, Lee's not here. God damn.
yeah. I
Back to
just,
bring Darren.
yeah.
What the fuck?
That was Fault just said that was the only way for me to get out.
Tento, what happened to all those stories you told me how you just ate shit?
I mean,
At
I
the
mean-
party, at like the Fae party, you just ate shit, right?
yeah. But like,
At the
I pointed my eyes. This is honestly different.
the feast with like the other halflings, you just started eating shit. Like the wizard, you just took his drink without even questioning it. Like,
Oh yeah.
how are you alive?
Isn't that what we ask
So,
every day?
those are just like shrugs. So I don't know.
Do you drink water from a still water from a pond?
I think I'm okay. Look, desperate times call for desperate measures.
I mean, most of the stories you told me are definitely not desperate times.
Yeah, you
Oh
should-
no, that was back then.
All right, so Tento,
that was back before I.
Tento, usually dangerous to go alone, right? You get a feeling that there's a resonance within you. I don't know how much you've told them, but you feel this is a resonance within you. It's almost like, you know, when something goes down slightly wrong, but not all the way, so you feel something in your windpipe, but like you could choke it down or you could hack it up and you're just not sure how it's going to come out. You're not sure if it's gone down the wrong way or if it just sort of like hung up in there. You got a chicken bone in there.
Oh, okay.
You feel that on a
Well,
metaphysical
don't lie.
level within yourself. And it's almost as if though that's this thing caught in your throat that you can let out. This cantrip, this word of envy.
No, I told them I ate a word and I made it do a fault, and now they're like, "Why would you do that?" Etc. Etc.
Does any of this like sound like does this ring any bells for me for like any stories I heard like with these demons and apparently eating words
Roll me religion.
and the symbol?
Roll me a religion.
I'm trying to find religion. God damn. Okay, that's better than what I was rolling
Well,
before.
you know that there's several ways that one can come into the divine magic, the logos, the word that creates the world. And you're not really 100% on what the fuck is happening here, though.
What do you know what word you ate?
Yes. I don't know. It's like stuck. Well, do I know how to pronounce it? Yes. Do I know what I ate? No. If you want me to say it, I could. I don't know what it means, but I could. Do you want me to?
Yeah, Lonnie,
Write it?
Lonnie, you think that you've heard about some stuff vaguely like this during your story. As you think more on it, you think that you've thought back to these stories of people gaining powers. Often it's a misunderstanding of somebody's paladin oath or a similar situation, or Saishi becoming a divine caster outside the structure of the temple. But there is another consideration. There is a possibility that one's soul can become entangled with a word or have the word spoken upon or into them. Normally, this occurs in stories about angels or powerful saints bestowing this power onto others. Although you do think back to one particular story of a thief, a monkey, actually, that swallowed an ancient scroll guarded by a temple. After doing so, the monkey would belch and bring down beams of light. This only succumbed after he had been sufficiently punched in the gut by the local monks.
Oh gosh, that is very tempting.
I
don't think I can write it down either. It's just I just can speak it.
say it, but focus over there. And Lonnie points at the far corner and make sure that there's a clear path between him and that far corner.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Tento, you try and like form it, but it won't escape your mouth when you gaze upon the rock. You feel like you're like it's almost coming up out, and you can't do it at an inanimate object. Something that is unable to feel the covetous bond that you are trying to spew forth. Although when you think on it, when you think on the strangeness within you, that is what you think it is, a bond. Covetous bond.
It sounds like I can't do it to a living thing. I'm sorry, I can't do it to inanimate objects. It needs to be alive.
That means one of two things. And I'm going to lean towards you can now hurt things with your words like I can.
Is that something a druid can do? Da 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 da. Yeah. Not the time.
Iskander says, "We have rested for some time. I suspect there may be movement inside the tower. Based on the communications I have glanced from this ring, they still believe the lower levels are quarantined. But eventually, they will send someone to answer the situation." Steps forward and looks to Orochi and the rest of the group and says, "This could be our chance to slide through unseen and perhaps secure allies."
Sounds good to me.
Fine.
Just look at
Lonnie is going to go grab the fault tablet though and put it in her
No,
bag instead.
don't grab.
Alright.
Stop trying to touch it.
You reach out, and as you
People
touch,
touch it through
Yeah.
cloth if
Yeah.
if that will make Tento feel better, but she wants to put it in her bag instead of his.
you reach out to this
What?
ancient stone
Okay.
tablet, brimming with this crackling blue energy etched with Teichstein, overflowing with magics to even touch this prison of a greater demon, even through the cloth, feels lower. And as you think about it, for just a nagging moment, as you take it from his pack to yours, whose fault is it that you have to pick this up anyway? Giving you another chore.
On top of all the other ones he gave me? Yeah, that's a
What?
real easy answer.
Excuse me.
Hey, Tento, you feel
Yeah,
slightly
look at-
lighter. Not just physically.
That thing weighed more than I thought. Next time, please don't just grab it. It's not safe.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't just touch it.
I didn't have a
Deal with
choice.
it.
I didn't have a choice. What was I gonna do?
Yeah, alright,
I need to get back to you guys. That's the only way I could.
Alright, so Zion, do you have a spell that you can ritual cast for identifying magic items, or are you just trying to take a look at it?
Indeed, identify ritual cast.
Alright, so you choose one object through, yeah, so you take this banded brass ring that reverberates ever so slightly. You look it over. Got a brilliant latticework of designs, and you get the sense that this is certainly enchanted with transmutation magics, and there is an active like flow of magical energy to it and elsewhere, and yeah, they its properties and how to use them with yeah. So it doesn't require attunement. You just have to wear it and think. And this ring transmits its present location back to a central hub that can monitor the present location of all of these rings. And this ring it's marked with a certain identity so that you know whose it's supposed to be. That being said, when you use it, you don't sound like them unless you're a Skander and you can sort of mute your own mind and imitate that of another. So it's like a party line. Multiple people can hear you think on it. And it's basically used to send telepathic messages across great distances. You think that people with these paired rings could probably send messages as far as across Cathadak.
Wow.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's some 5G shit right there.
Yeah, I mean, you guys see Zion's helmet actually modifies a little as something rises up. A little antenna pops out the center, and then you see triangles rise up as if they're like with fanned grills. But oh wait, are those the cat ears? Oh no, the 5G has gotten Zion.
Oh no, Zion, no! Why?
So yeah.
It's only a matter of time.
Don't come for us next.
Zion activates Neko mode. Yeah, so no, I just too excited. But yeah, no, this is definitely a very powerful messaging ring, but it's on a hostile network. And it's definitely a tracking device. You do think that if you put it in the lead-lined box, you would prevent it from being precisely tracked. But Zion knows that items like this, there's more than one way to look for them. And if you're a divination specialist wizard, as the eye is lousy with, you can definitely work around it. So, you could put it in the... You could put it in the lead-lined box. You could put it in your bag of holding. Either one would slow down the attempts to find it, but neither is going to make it impossible. Both of them will appear as an anomaly for anybody monitoring the location of the ring.
We should get rid of this. It's getting tracked.
And Lonnie just like adds that to another list to the list of scout trapping. He shouldn't.
The ring is being tracked.
Well, I mean, Skander said it earlier, so it wouldn't be too surprising.
Yeah.
I mean, we are up against the people that like specialize in divination magic and tracking and seeing everything that they have is going to be able to be tracked.
I'm just gonna throw it in the corner.
Yeet.
Yeah, it glistens brassly in the northwest corner of this room, and simply remains there. And yeah, hey, Fangirl View.
Let me just take off this brass. Well, you want to look at these two other rings I have? And the
Do you have more magic shit that's not yours?
Oh yeah, tons.
Iskander says, yes.
More magic that's not yours that's from here.
We can't be here all day.
Skander's got a point. I'm sure they're not tracking all the stuff I have.
No, they're tracking everything that they have.
Then just drop it. Just drop it and let's go.
I don't want to drop it. It just like fucking throws it up. Throws the gold ring of amber, sapphire ring with brilliant. Sorry, silver ring with brilliant sapphire, and a pearl anklet and a electrum belt buckle.
And while he's throwing that shit out, Orochi is also gonna try to sneakily throw his the Brass Eye Citadel ring, the mist ring.
Wait, that's an amulet.
Confirm.
The mist control amulet?
No,
that's
other
no, I had that.
Ah.
the floor below us, or sorry, 2 floors below us had the mist ring.
Yeah, okay. You're
The
talking
floor
about the
below
base
us
floor.
currently has the amulet.
Alright, okay. Yeah, so you
But
guys
now that
toss
we
a bunch of
confirmed that
magic
it's
items in a
floor
corner
specific.
in this room. They slide, clackle, and glitter. And yeah, alright.
Now that we confirm it's floor specific, there's no reason for me to hold it.
I take off the amulet too, then I guess. Like, bunch of shiny stuff.
Yeah.
It's going to get us in trouble.
Oh, but I know what is magical. I like pull out this. I found what the description was. It was. It's like like jewelry. Here you go. As a sorry for being me. It's a fine diamond worth unknown GP. That was what was in the guy's pillow. I'm gonna give this to Lonnie.
Yeah, if anybody wants to make, I would say maybe a nature roll or maybe not really a mercantile, roll to understand the worth of something in this game.
Mercantile roll does not exist.
I said there's not really a mercantile roll in this game, which is kind of unique. Most tabletop role-playing games do have stuff like that. Lonnie, you have a Dangerous to Go Alone, though. Lonnie, you look at it immediately and tell by the fineness and of its carving and symmetricalness, its heft. Definitely a diamond worth 300 GP.
I have 2 of them. I sure hope I don't have to cast it twice anytime soon.
What was that?
Well,
Nothing. Let's just go.
you have the spells not to cast it twice?
Yeah. And Tento, as you turn, you do see great value glittering from those 2 rings you've cast away, almost tugging at your heartstrings. But
Actually, Yeah, Scout. Lonnie's gonna go behind Tento to keep an eye on him now.
Wow, I feel this.
Iskander
That
says,
hurts, Lonnie.
I'll scout the next room. And so slides the door open, steps around, looks around, and says, "It's clear I still sense about as many minds to the west. Maybe one more."
I look at Lonnie shocked. I was like, I'm hurt. What do you think I was gonna do?
I mean, Lonnie doesn't say anything. Lonnie just like goes behind him and makes sure that he goes first.
Is there any reason why you're behind me, Lonnie?
I'm just keeping the rear guard. Now let's go.
I think you're probably the worst person to take rear guard.
Iskander turns to Orochi and thinks to the party, "There are many minds in this hallway. Surely some of them are torture victims. You could try to free them, but it is likely they are weak at the moment."
Anyone in their experiment, anyone in their experiment at the moment is not going to be of any help.
It's possible they have only begun to break them, if we are fortuitous. But I agree.
Unfortunately, that's when they're
Orochi.
most unpredictable.
That's true. And Iskander comes up and says, "I sense no minds beyond this door, but remember, there are things in such places my sight of minds will not see." Yeah, you guys took a short rest. Anything you got from you can get from a short rest, you've gotten back. Complete. Nobody. Thank you so much for the gift subs. You keep us going, Dreamer.
HP.
Envy feeling flaring up, Tento.
Yes.
I mean,
because I don't know what I would do. I'm just wondering if how much those rings are actually value, and seeing if the feeling is
I mean, magic items are pretty valuable, and you get a suspicion that they might be pretty valuable. You could go for them, you could choose to not go for them, but they are away across the room in a corner. So unless you picked up telepathy while I wasn't looking, you'll have to, walk by Lonnie and Lumi, who are both giving you an intent look.
Well, Lee, let me tell you something about Tento real quick.
Yeah? Tell me something about Tento.
Tento's just gonna walk away since he's being looked at.
Alright, so you walk to the south. Or were you walking away, just past her to get the stuff, or you were walking to the south for the moment?
Walking to the south.
Alright, Zion's posted up in the corner, Orochi on the wall, Iskander half crouched, reptilian hands out, and Tento and Lonnie come in the room.
Lonnie's gonna make sure
That's
to
what I'm
close the door and lock it, because you said it was locked from the outside.
Yeah, it could be locked from the south. So you more or less. You also see that there's a bar you can drop. You can bar this wooden door.
I just want to make it look like the way that it was before Zion picked the lock.
Yeah, you just make it look like the way it was before.
Yeah, because the dead body on the other side, they won't mind.
Yeah, so you slide the door back. You slide it closed. And you find yourself in this chamber. Shin, if you check Facebook Messenger, I think you might have already seen it. You do have some recollections of this floor, how it looks, you have a relative positioning of where the exit to the next floor is, opposite, southwest from this northeast corner. and you are just free to proceed however you, as the shade of the mountain, collectively would. I would caution you guys against splitting what rooms you're looking at.
Yes, sir. Real quickly, did you say envy vision goes through walls?
It goes through sufficiently thin walls.
Okay, 1 inch.
When you look to the east, you see some dull images of like there's definitely metal. It worked metal in there. There's definitely some items of not insignificant, of not significant value.
Just 5 feet thick.
Yeah. So the wall to your east is less than 5 feet thick. You can see some stuff over there.
Nice. Just go up the line. Like, I can still see things. Wait. Are the room that we just came from? Is the wall 5 feet thick?
The wall in there is not 5 feet thick. Although I would point out you have envy vision up to 30 feet. And you know that that's not going to be enough from where you are to see the stuff in the corner. If that's what you're trying to look at.
Yeah. Trying to
You
look
can
through this
still
one.
see things. That's good. You're not blind yet.
You see something shaped like a coin purse where the body of the that you dragged in there should be.
I can still see things, but I also see that dead body's coin purse through the wall. So I don't know how you want to take that.
Leave it. You don't need
Just,
money right now.
just the coin
You need
purse?
to survive.
No, Uroshi, I don't want the money. I'm fucking pointing something. I can see through walls.
Just the coin purse?
That guy didn't look like he had very much valuable things on him.
What
You
did
look like a guard.
there?
I don't know. I ate something.
No, like,
Is this from Faults?
No, I don't know. Guys,
I know that those are envy, like, it's specifically envy stuff, right?
you might know. He doesn't.
Did Tento say the words covetous bond out loud?
No, because
I mean, like, just from, like, the green stuff, like, is it obvious that's envy, or is it just, like...
When you gaze up, I mean, roll me religion with advantage. To look upon his eyes and like make out like the symbol there and associate it.
Oh, is this the part where I can make Stark a comment? Let me make Stark a comment.
Yeah, it really looks like the biting eye of envy itself glowing up out of Tento's eyes. That is unusual even for somebody who can even say some cleric of hell who could cast such spells. It would be unusual to see the mark of envy just going up out of their eyes. It looks more like something that you'd see on somebody affected by envy. But as you think about it, it looks more like it's emanating from him. Like there's something in him that's burning bright. Perhaps within his very soul, enmeshed with his spirit.
I'm just gonna look back online, so my good looks finally get to you.
What do you want right now?
Honestly, I want to get out of here. I'm very tired. I'm tired
Okay.
of being here.
What do you usually want that you don't have?
Tento, you think of lots of things. Money, big houses, maybe a nice boat. You were thinking a triple decker. You've got, siege weapons, different kinds of explosives, more explosives, a bigger workshop, a bigger castle.
More rifles.
More
know,
rifles.
More crystalline chambers with a dwarvish discharger. A big trust fund for the orphanage. You think of all sorts of things.
Trust fund.
I just shake my head like you don't want to know. Let's just go. Right now, there's a lot of things I want, Lonnie. And I don't know if it's me or this, as he points his eye, messing with my head. So I don't want to answer that question. Let's just go. Huh?
What do you see on me? If you can see the coin person, what do you see on me?
You see all of Lumi's money, all of her magic items outlined, and in like a computer vector green glow outline way. You can see various like adornments in a dull glow that are probably like, you know, just her Bayake get up, because some of the teeth and like other components are actually valuable.
Is there something you want me to point out? Because I see a lot of things on you, Lonnie. I'm not quite sure what you're trying to. Do you want me to point out like the most valuable thing you have, or like? Because I think that's what the things that glow brightest are the things that are valuable, but like money-wise, not like.
Okay. And do you feel like you want it, or?
Oh yeah. It's a lot of self-control not to snatch everything from you guys.
Well, I know we want to see it and figure this out, but we are sitting ducks here. We need to get moving.
See and figure it out. Uh,
Just don't. At least don't go off on your own.
Don't eat anything else. Just don't eat anything else.
I promise to not go off my own. I don't know about that last part. I'm a growing boy.
I'm gonna walk over to Tento and zap him.
Like smoke tendrils come out of his ears,
Save
his
us some
hair
trouble,
stands on end.
Lonnie is gonna like. Well, actually, she doesn't have any potions. Like, do you see the potions on people?
Yeah,
You can dully
I
see,
see
them.
them.
Liquids aren't as potent and they're easier to miss.
yeah. It's like, I mean, I see them, but they're not very bright.
Okay, then is there anything behind me? And Lonnie points at the
Yeah.
door behind her.
You do see like worked metal outlines of like spike and chain and some other items, Tento, through that door. Nothing super valuable is there. Zion, you're listening at this door, I presume?
Mm-hmm.
You hear the sound of a metal grate door, as if though a prison door, being like slid open and shut. And somebody stepping on stone.
Shh. Someone's coming.
Okay.
Can you see him, Tento?
God, not really.
Everyone's asking if Tento can fucking see.
I don't know. Can I? Yeah, I was like, can I? I don't fuck.
Within 30 feet, you don't. What you try and like really actually, there's too much stuff blocking you. You feel like you're like staring at a wall. Mostly, there's just nothing really of note that's showing up when you look to the west. Although you do see a glint of some valuable stuff to the south, Tento.
I was like, I don't see anything.
And Tento, you hear the steps receding to the west.
Well, the person on the other side, just to the west. I don't see anything through this wall, but through the south, I see something.
What do you see?
Yes. I see something glowing. I'm too far away to see for it to really make out.
Is it moving?
Is it moving, Lee?
Is what moving?
Whatever to the south is
Nope.
to the south.
It looks like it's probably based on like the metal gradient. It looks like it's probably in a chest.
No, it's not.
Well, Arush is gonna ready in action to attack anything hostile that comes through or comes into this room.
All right. Again, Zion has heard the footsteps moving away to the west, but it's still good.
I don't know. It's something
good
we
general
can do
decision.
while we figure out which direction we go.
Yeah,
Unless
scanner.
anyone has a better idea. I guess South doesn't. South might not have anyone. Lonnie wants to go listen at the door to make sure.
Yeah. Give me a perception test. You don't hear
Yep.
anything.
The coast is clear.
Yep, no one there.
All right. You want to open the door?
I agree with Lonnie. We should move south. The west is the barracks, where there are definitely a bunch of people.
Okay, definitely South.
Why didn't you
Alright.
say that? Okay.
Why didn't you say it earlier?
All right.
Scanner.
So do you open the
He
door?
said he felt many mines to the west.
Oh yeah, he did. Sorry, Skander. Yeah, we're gonna open the door.
Lonnie's gonna
You
just go ahead and
slide open the
start
door.
stealthing, though.
There is a deep. There's a chamber here with chipped stone floor, a shelf bearing strange implements to the west. A chest rafter is there in the corner, Tento, and to the east, something wrought and purple up upon a metal bed, as if though lifted over where one might lie. Orochi, do you enter the room?
Yeah, I'll I guess be the last person to enter, but yeah.
Roll me an int save when you do.
Ooh. That's not too bad.
No, that's not bad at all.
Orochi, you remember. You remember being strapped here and having the weave itself royal over you, the
Bessie, I won't
woad,
forget you.
these wells of power overtaking you, testing the limits of your body, the fringes of your capacity to burn the weave, the woad, burn the waves, the energy all around. And yeah, it's almost sickening, Orochi. Gaze upon this thing that was used to torture you.
Yeah,
And,
everyone, you see Orochi tense up, and before he was suppressing his power so that constant wind and lightning doesn't come off of him. That's gone now. He has I don't know if you've ever described the level of wind and lightning that comes off him idly, but I mean there's a storm in this room right now. It's not very quiet.
Yeah, the manacles and chains attached to this bed blow around. The strange purple figures over it shake and twist. To the west, little bits of tool and torture implement are all shook off of the shelf or flashes the back of it. The lightning dances across and electrifies the nearby metal. Iskander says, Orochi, need to keep it together.
Yeah, you okay,
Is
man?
that
I thought we were
what
trying to be
time?
quiet.
After a couple of these, Orochi will go back to his suppressed power and stop making a storm. I'm sorry, guys. This was my room.
Oh,
Tento's gonna look around like, oh, there's the chest.
I mean, I'm sure there's a locker in every place for their tools and stuff. But
let's hurry up through here, and Lonnie's gonna listen
Alright.
at the next door.
All right.
Well, Tento's gonna look at this thing's like,
You hear nothing to the south. Nobody moving. Well, actually,
can I break it?
yeah, you don't hear anything to the south. What do you try to do? There's these metal bars above the laying bed area. There are manacles that and fastens that could be used to secure one to the bed. Lonnie, this door can be opened freely and you don't hear anybody behind.
What's the best way for me to ruin
I
this
will know
thing?
that Bessie does sniff and sort of try and warn you against getting near the bed. She seems to be, having her defensive instincts triggered.
Oh. Tento's
Yeah.
gonna step away like, you should not stand
Yeah.
next to
Lonnie,
that.
do you open
yeah,
the door?
I was gonna.
Okay, we should just go, and Lonnie's gonna start opening the door then.
Yeah, as Tento was trying to reach for the bed, I would say Tento, you don't want to touch that unless you want to be pumped full of electricity.
Don't you do that to him all the time, anyways?
The amount that I pump into him is enough to
I don't
someone.
say that. I don't say that.
I think Lonnie says under her breath as she's walking through the door.
As you walk through, you see small bottles of clear liquid, bits of chain, brands, and various terrible little devices like thumb screws and pokers lining the shelves along the western and eastern wall, as well as the occasional rag.
Wow.
Where
This is a pleasant place.
are we trying to go anyways? Where's the
Yeah, where's the
way
exit?
out?
The exits.
Well, not exit, I should say the way up.
Yeah, the way to get to the next floor. It's gonna be a few rooms more, but we're gonna need to go southwest from here.
By the way, to the west, you hear a vague rushing of water, and to the east, Tento, through the walls are harder to see through to the east. But you think if you got right up against the door, you might be able to see something?
I get it right up against the door.
Yeah, you can kind of see, like, maybe there's two chests that have something in them. It's really hard to tell through whatever's been done to this room beyond, though. And the door has, like, a heavy, twisted, like, contraption in the center that you vaguely identify as a lock. They're not sure what would need to be done, but you could try and poke around to unlock it.
I asked her, she's like, what is here?
Like, what is here as in what is this room?
Yeah. I see something, but like, barely.
Haley, what do I remember about this room?
You don't remember
Like,
this
do I
room?
remember like anything specific, or
Um,
this is one of the rooms that you've
you might
shown me?
you might have glimpsed the fact that this room exists, and you believe it's for storage.
This is where they keep a lot of their tools and ingredients that they like to use. So you might find some artifacts that are useful here, but
As I say, as I look at the lock, it's like, this is a unique lock, so I'm assuming whatever's in here is important, at least. I don't think they would just keep,
sorry, go ahead.
I don't think they would just keep tools, would they?
I mean, they're gonna keep a lot of tools under lock here because this is right next to a bunch of their torture chambers.
You're
They're,
hassled
they're
like
pretty
fuck.
tight on security. I got out by sheer luck and a lot of coincidence.
I don't suppose potions would be the type of things they keep in there, right?
Nothing that would heal you.
Really? Huh. That's weird.
These aren't like open, uncork it, and use type things are not in here. Or like you do a quick mix or separate sometimes and then toss, pour, or make someone drink it. Not something that.
Iskander would
you
also
want to
say
try.
these bottles are probably they're probably either acids, bases, or alcohol. They like to pour them into open wounds.
Then let's just go then.
They did take a lot of body fluids from people, so.
Alrighty.
Try any.
So,
Again, don't eat anything.
So Tento, are you examining this lock to your east? Or are you heading on?
I'm gonna listen to the crew right now, because
Alright.
I'm on thin ice with some people.
So the door to the south,
I mean, you were in some ice earlier.
the door to the south has a carving along the archway. It seems to be written in Kiho.
What does it say then?
It says, "Step with the wind."
Hey, Hurricane, does step with the wind mean anything to you?
Tento just like laughs at that. Sorry. Hurricane?
And I'm just,
Like, I don't even know how to respond to this at this point anymore. Like, what? I don't know. I can't read that.
That sounds good.
Oh, she didn't
Yeah,
eat
does
it.
step with the wind mean anything to you?
I mean, I don't know. Honestly, one of the worst things that their puns are so horrible here. There's a lot of psychological trauma.
Suddenly, Orochi trips and takes 2d4 damage.
Just so Hiroshi trips on himself. Wow, Hiroshi, you okay there, buddy? Look, looks like you fly as well as you walk.
No, I'm pretty sure this place is cursed.
Yeah.
With some spiteful, like.
Yeah, Lonnie, you even with a 10, you hear a vague howling of wind beyond this door.
When I see Lonnie do that, put her ear against it, I'm gonna put my ear against it too.
Alright, just two little people up against it. Lumi also puts her ear up against it and like looks up at you with her tongue out, you know. For the expression.
She's
is
mocking
that
you.
me? Actually,
Kento, you hear something strange. This sounds like a powerful draft going up, which shouldn't be present in a place like this. And well, you never went to the southeast of the dungeon, so of the first floor. So you actually don't know what would be below this part of the dungeon. So maybe this is a passageway down to below, and there's some wind coming up for some reason.
Is it? What's beyond this room here, Roshi?
This room? I don't know. I've never been to this room.
It's not. I hear a lot of wind, air like moving up.
Iskander says, "No one who's taken beyond this door was seen again."
Oh, that's ominous. Well,
How often do they come here?
When they're done with it. Such things can be tricky to say based on my experience. They were not exactly transparent, but I would say at least a few a month.
He wants to crack open the door to take a peek then.
Alright,
And she's gonna try if the door has a handle,
Mm.
she wants to hold on to it.
yeah, so you there's not a handle, so to speak, so which is like a the door is triggered by a lever, actually, so yeah, you can hold on to the lever. The door slides up and reveals beyond a great and howling abyss directly to your south. And there's like a brief ledge as you feel a rush of wind and your hair is blown up, and then into your eyes is like smacked a piece of paper. You pull it off and it says 10-minute break. We'll be back at 10:40 p.m. Eastern. We will see you all in a bit. Thank you for coming out. Had a wonderful time.
Masterful.
Completely nobody. Spider Queen Long having fun in the chat. Please consider, joining them. We're having a great night out here, and it's just wonderful to spend time with the community and game with the gamers.
Chef's kiss, Lee. Mwah, beautiful. That was a great transition.
I probably could have made it a, you don't know what's by the door yet, 10-minute break transition, but yeah.
No, but the
No,
flowing
this
piece
was
of
good.
paper
This was good.
was better.
Alright, so Lee, have we figured out if we can turn off cams, or are we?
If you can turn off your cam, I think Casey just did turn off hers.
Does it fuck with the
She
stream?
just put something over it.
Try it right now.
My cam is now off.
Yeah, you are a corner of a Skype logo, but that's fine. And Kai and Darren's cams remain as they were, so I think we're fine.
Yeah, but if you can check real quick, I just turned my cam back on. Like, am I back in position?
Yeah, you're back in position. You seem
Nice.
properly aligned.
Alright, I'll be back, guys.
Oh my goodness. It's a good thing that you did not choose to do that during the more combat-heavy floor 0 and floor 1. I'll be right back. All right, dreamers. I'm back. 10:40 on the dot. I'm back.
That's 10:40.
Was Dark Exploration not playing music? Yeah, Roll20 isn't making sound. Wait a minute. Have I pulled my cord?
Can you hear us?
Okay, now I can hear you, Darren, and now I can hear the music.
Okay.
Oh shit. Yeah, sorry. My front of my desktop case and my audio port is. Yeah.
Alright, so he wants to check out the hole.
Yeah, so, Pat's distributing the in-flight literature.
Ooh.
So,
Oh, please. I don't want any more in-flight literature. I'm good.
yeah, so you see, there's like this weird, like, looks like an abyss over the ledge, and there's like wind howling up.
Is this an express elevator?
You want
Tento's
to
gonna.
get in there
get
and look
into
up
the-
and down?
Yeah, Tento's gonna look close at. I was like, wait. Zion, come here for a second. I'm gonna hand Zion some rope. I was like, don't let this go. And Tento's gonna tie some rope around his waist. I'm like, don't let this go, okay, Zion?
You know, I'm not. No, I'll just tie it to myself.
So you're heavy. That's what matters at this point. You're much heavier than I would hope. Yeah, gosh, I don't even know how much. Oh, whatever. We'll find out. This gonna look through.
Tento, you poke your head through, you look up, you look down, you don't see a top or bottom in sight. Wind blows from below up and flips your hair and gear around. You feel like proceeding deeper into the room might be a problem, but for now you've got your sturdy hold on the rope leading back to Zion. And
Does Bessie think this is a horrible idea?
I mean, Bessie's like clinging close, but she's not giving us any sign that there's like a danger gas situation. Yeah.
Well, I don't see anything in the bottom or the top. I do see another door though.
Yeah, you see doors, one door to the west, one door to the south. The door
all
to
the
the
way-
south is a brilliant and deep red marking with motifs graven upon its surface that strike you as somewhat familiar, Tento.
Yeah, what is that down there?
It looks familiar, but I'm not quite sure. I don't think I can recall it. Can I recall it? Why it looks so familiar? Hello?
Yeah, well, when you look at it, I would ask, so is anybody else looking at it too?
Lonnie asked me about it.
Lonnie, it gives you a foreboding feeling. Like you've seen something related to the motifs before. Motifs of like fists and human figures in sharp sidelong and front-on relief, and crowns and blades and bodies or armor. Hard to say which with the depictions. And it's done in this stark red color that reminds you of blood.
Not exactly sure what it is, but I don't think it's good.
Sounds like we need to go towards. Sounds like we need to go towards it. But Roshi, do you know anything about this door, or like where it leads to, or a scanner?
That door, I don't really particularly recognize it. I've never been in this room. But that being said, if I get close to the door, do I feel like I could negate the wind nature of this area?
You mean in
Or will I
terms
have
of,
to like fully step in to test that out?
you're gonna have to have it in the area of effect and just see what happens. And you're going after gas related effects with your wind calming stuff, right?
Yeah.
Can you normally do things like cancel the effects of a gust spell?
Of a gust spell? No, but like you've given me control over like
Mhm.
like basic airbending within the 15 feet of me, and
Sure.
then like gas based attack was 5 feet within me.
All right, so you wanna walk out onto the platform and test that?
Yeah.
Okay. So wind wraps around. You see a ledge to the west and the south. Orochi, it buffets you. You step up to the edge. You extend yourself, and you feel the wind. You burn the wave, and you try to act upon it. You feel the air already suffused with energy through the weave here, and you cannot quite tell where it's coming from or where it's going or what it's doing, but you know that there is another magical presence in this room, and if you look up or down, something seems infinite about the directions. You cannot quell the winds, but you do feel as if though you could weaken them enough to permit you and those around you to pass by.
How would we pass by?
Pass by how?
Well, that's another
Like I could
part
fly.
of the equation.
You're saying that I could potentially fly in this area
You
without
could-
getting
you-
like suctioned off.
Yeah, you could fly in this area, and someone could be carried with you, or you could, I mean, do whatever you guys think that you might do. There's only a 5-foot gap from this ledge to this ledge.
Oh. Oh, okay. So we could like jump, and then this part's gonna be a little harder though.
Yeah,
There's no ledge here.
you
So let's just like fucking jump like that.
you could try.
Well, as I think about like, oh, maybe I could carry people across, then I look at Zion. I'm like,
Zion's gonna have to jump.
Yeah. Zion, by the way, from this perspective, I assume you're still holding the rope with Tento on the end of it. You see the door, Tento, and you would immediately recognize that these are the symbols that you studied so closely in the ancient past that you guys brought your army through into Cathadak. The Red Iron Ruins.
Oh.
But this door looks way newer than that. Using the same symbology and very evocative color.
Dental's definitely curious what's through that door now.
Now, Orochi, are you just testing the winds around you, or you try what? Describe. Feel free to me to do what you guys try and do, and how you like investigate what's around you.
I mean, I'm going to like, I guess I'll come to the side because I just realized Tento's icon is right on top of mine.
Well,
So I do have climbing, like a climbing speed.
Hmm.
I'm gonna try to see if I can, I guess, combine wind power and climbing power to see if I can crawl across the walls.
And you're trying to do that where?
By going to this token or this
Yeah,
spot
yeah.
to the west.
You managed to shimmy it. You're able to move, although moving over this void is considered difficult terrain. You're able to do it. You're buffeted by the wind. You cling to the wall, and you give yourself a little sidelong boost as your grasp never fades too far from groping the stone of the wall.
Are there any like handholds or because we do have climbing gear, or at least some of us have climbing gear. Are there like places that I think I could like, jam a pin in and kind of
We can shimmy our way through.
sideways.
Yeah. That's gonna work for Zion.
So you're talking about like ramming a Python?
Yeah, into the wall, like see if I can hammer anything in, or like if the wall is just too smooth or not enough imperfections to.
There are some good
Place it.
imperfections you could aim for. It's going to be hard to do this though. I would say give me an athletics at disadvantage.
Is this something that would knock me prone?
Mm-mm.
Never mind. I'll play a disadvantage. Ooh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. It's
Yeah,
double
you
digits.
managed to ram into like a clump of mortar, a bit recessed between stones. You managed to ram a Python in like half deep. It's not the best hold, but it's sturdy for the moment.
Also, real quick, can I borrow someone's pin? Because I actually don't have a climbing kit. I know we have some in the party.
Yeah.
I don't have one.
Yeah, you can use mine.
Okay.
I also don't like the term "for the moment." By the way.
You know.
Well, we gotta be quick about it.
Well, Orochi doesn't say for the moment, so.
Tendo, you just standing out here on the ledge with Bessie?
Yep.
She's clinging to you.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay, girl. It's okay. I reassure it's fine.
Yeah, Bessie's probably the first one to go.
Don't listen to him. Bessie, don't listen to him.
Don't lie to Bessie like that.
I'm not lying. She is gonna be fine. How would I like to press poor little bed? It's okay. Is that secure, Orochi?
As secure as I can get it in these conditions.
So.
Like to try?
Yeah, I'll be first to try. At least someone touches Zion like fall. Tintel's
No, I
gonna.
meant like try to put a pin in.
Oh, I thought I meant like walk across.
I mean that too.
I'll try walking across. The pin part, I ain't gonna try that.
Are you gonna try to like climb just with it as a handhold? Or are you guys like connecting rope like on one side and then the Python and then beyond?
I was planning on just doing the system of like the if we have enough, like the rope and pulley system, as if we're vertical climbing, like rock climbing. But you know, for us, it's
So
horizontal.
to set up a sufficient amount, who has like you're gonna need at least 2 sets of climbing gear to do that, or if you could find more material somewhere else nearby, you might be able to set it up.
How many climbing gears do we
Ani,
have? I
you have
don't.
2 sets,
I
right?
have 2, one for me and one for Lumi. I'll just give up both.
I have one.
All right,
Okay, cool.
I can
Sounds
give
like
up both.
you take them, and Orochi.
You want to
I
keep
presume
rolling?
I'm not getting these back, right?
No, you'll get these back unless they fall.
This is a quick add-in unless they fall. Oh, Lonnie, I'm sure you'd be great at climbing. Probably.
But do you want me to keep rolling athletics, Lee?
If you want to come over to
Jansen
like
takes it.
like the ledge, you can make just a regular athletics without having to be disadvantaged because you can step on the ledge.
Yeah, I'll come over here. So you said at normal or at advantage?
You're normal, sorry.
Okay.
All right, so you go, Orochi,
Yup,
to like
it's secure, guys. You're
you
good
go
to go.
you go to ram it in, and you wind up like losing control of the climbing kit, and half of it like splays out with the rope attached into the void. It begins to fly up. Did you do anything about that?
I mean, I try to catch it.
All right, give me acrobatics to like fly up real quick.
This is just here like watching him do this
And
too.
another one.
Have faith, guys.
You see
There
Orochi
you go.
swoop up swiftly like Tinkerbell with the alacrity of his flight and just like grasp onto the tools and yoink him back down. You managed to move. You managed to get them back, Orochi, but as you examine them, it looks like you've broken some of the parts of this. Like some of the climbing kit is like a little bit like nudged, more or less, or like chipped. It is still going to be disadvantage on athletics to get this successfully back in here without some re-up on supplies.
Tinto claps like that was a very good catch. Almost saved that fuck up. Oh, well, I guess you did save it.
I mean, double digits again. That's a 11. I don't know if an 11 is good enough.
Wait, where are we?
Alright, so it's a bit secured. There is a causeway here. Not the most secure thing in the world, really, but it certainly exists.
As good as it's gonna get, guys. Tend to
So-
start falling. Spread your arms out so I could catch up to you.
So I got a quick question, real quick. So,
Hmm.
is the air only pushing up around where the black hole is here, or is the whole room the air is being pushed up?
Like this, like the black abyss below you is what's getting pushed up. You're on a ledge out over it. If would you be looking up and down and like trying to really like check out like where things seem to be coming from?
Yeah.
Give me an investigate.
Investigation. A 7.
Who's to say, Tento? Really, you certainly feel wind buffeting you here, and maybe you'd feel it if you were elsewhere.
So I know you just did that, Roshi, but what if I just like long jump to the other side? I'm not gonna fall, but if I can
mean-
float onto the other side, then I should be unaffected by the wind, right?
Tendo, I'm telling you now. You're a lot heavier than you think you are. And we have zero control of the wind here. Let me rephrase that. I have zero control of the wind here.
Wind blows
I was
by
not-
as you try and say that.
I cannot guarantee that I can save you if you start falling or flying upwards. There's something very wrong with this room. It's very unnatural. The woad has been twisted and it feels like it's about to snap. Do not use logic, please.
Yes, sir. Okay, I'm gonna try his jerry rig fucking climbing thing. Is okay.
Tento, you grasp it. You feel like you have an extra good grasp. It is dangerous to go alone, so you spool up the rope and take it with you. Make an athletics or acrobatics at advantage.
So guys, you want to test my luck and do athletics?
I don't know. Do you want to say goodbye to a uwu potato?
Oh,
Do
never.
I say goodbye to Betty?
Yeah,
It's up to you.
Tento and Bessie very easily make it over the next ledge. After
I'm
a
gonna
quick
point out
jimmy
to
across
Roshi.
the
I just want to
ropes.
point out, Roshi, not everyone is as athletic as I am. So, I don't know if this can keep up. Also, is the rope
Say that, but we don't have another choice right now.
When Zion goes in, Bonnie wants to point out the symbol across the way to see if Zion, the very smart scholar robot, recognizes it.
I mean, he sees. I mean, I'm sure it
Does-
sees it across the room, right?
I mean, it does, and you heard, Kai, what I said about what you recognized, right?
Yes,
Oh, I didn't realize you also
thing
made the
at
check.
the ruin. That we
Oh,
came
okay.
into.
Oh, okay. That's what that was. Yeah.
Zion wants to go over there, so I was gonna just get closer. Is like, I can jump over there.
Yeah, Roshi's gonna be out in the void floating, but he's gonna be sweating every inch that Zion is over the chasm.
All right, Zion, you step forth. your metal body prepared for the journey.
No, it's
And
not.
you take up the rope and you give me either an athletics or acrobatics.
I was waiting for Tento to go over to the next ledge.
Oh, does Tento want to try and make it to the next ledge?
If he wants to.
I.
If not, I tell him to let go of the rope.
Oh, wait, I am supposed to put that.
It's very smart.
I'm like,
Yeah, you
The
can tie
bot
it
is
to
working
something
again.
else.
Links
Tie it
work.
to
That's
that door.
crazy. Yeah. So.
Yay. I was like,
Tie,
Hiroshi,
tie it to that door or something.
yeah, I'll just tie it to that
So
door.
the door does.
take the rope
The
instead.
door has like a lever that operates the entrance door, like a pull, pull mechanism. So yeah, you can tie it to the mechanism that opens the door.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Yeah, why not? Zion, you are here and prepared to go. Give me that test.
Don't laugh.
What,
don't
which
laugh.
one is it? Athletics or acro?
Either.
Don't-
Yeah.
Don't laugh,
Acrobatics.
Kai.
Athletics.
Just believe.
And then it's that normal?
Uh huh.
Alright.
Just believe, Kai.
So Zion takes one step over the ledge. The Python drived into the wall here snaps right out, and
No.
it plummets hard in the face of the buffeting winds. Zion, as you're following, you do get a good study of what's below. Roll me investigate.
You just hear Tento yell.
Hmm.
Oh!
Hey guys, I see something.
Yeah,
You can see
Zion.
your death approach.
Amazing, Zion. Your eye discs of like refracting light, like all glow up in a moment of realization, as it occurs to you precisely what you are in right now. It's incredibly clear to you, in fact.
It's like
And
his mind slowing down right before
Yeah.
the imminent doom.
it's clear to you that this is a temporal aberration produced through evocation and conjuration, which produces a wind tunnel which is actually 5 feet tall.
So
You are plummeting. You've plummeted by now
Oh.
like 30 feet, but this only inhabits 5 real feet of space up and down. It's not dissimilar to the properties that permit a bag of holding. If you suspect that this space can be interacted with normally, or maybe even in some additional way, if only you were recognized by this tower as someone who should be able to use it. Perhaps something to do with stepping with the wind. But yeah, you're plummeting down into the void, and Orochi, you see Zion dropping like a sack of potatoes. What do you do?
I fucking fly down and try to grab him and
Give me an acrobatics disadvantage to hoist Zion through the howling abyss.
Was it 300 some pounds of solid metal?
it's
Oh.
12.
Wait, what did I do? What did I do? Wait, so what was your question, Casey? As Orochi tries to pull up Zion?
Was it like 300 pounds of solid metal?
Yeah, you grab, you try and push up, bursting with wind, just rippling off of you. The anime, they're going fast, like, you know, triangles bursting up over the camera as Orochi tries to pull up. But Zion is just, you know, a very...
To be fair, my goal is not to lift him up, is to slow him down.
Yeah, you're slowing Zion's descent, but only just. Zion. So Casey, so Lumi and with Lonnie and Tento, a scanner is like, this is problematic. What are you guys gonna do as you witness this? Or are you just gonna let Orochi and Zion handle this?
Oh, what can I do?
I'm really not sure what I can do.
you know what? Maybe there's a way to turn this off. Tento's gonna.
What would they do to cause you to turn?
Tento's gonna sneak a peek through. Actually, he's gonna see if there's anything bad go through this door first.
Oh, come on.
You don't see anything. Your envy sight doesn't light up anything in the next room.
Okay, he's just gonna slowly open the door and just make sure there's nothing on the other side.
You pull the lever, Kronk, and the door opens up. The rope that connects the rope that's dangling in the wind behind you, but blowing up, is a slightly like different position now because you pulled it. You see there is a door across to the west, a hole in the center of the floor, and yeah, that's that room.
Hello?
That's what Zion's doing. Hello?
Yeah.
Help?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Did Skype just shit itself? Alright everyone, am I back? Am I back? Hello?
Okay, so I'm
He also loses internet. Like,
Wait,
Hey, can you guys hear me?
what?
can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. No, why is it set to together mode? It shouldn't be set to together mode. It should be on grid.
You don't need to imitate.
I just couldn't shut off. We don't.
Oh god, you guys like the audio is like sounds like a goddamn washing machine. Like I can't make you out.
Okay.
Wait a minute,
How
hold
about
on,
now?
hold on.
'Cause you
I'm-
sound better for us.
yeah,
now.
no, I'm hearing you actually just fine now.
Yeah.
We're
Earlier,
all
you
good?
were sounding like a robot to us.
Alright, so
Yeah.
Pat, so Tento, you see the door is open. That you do ain't you gonna step into that room at all, or you just you seen it and you're good now? Just start cutting out heavily again.
What is in this room?
What is in the room? There's a hole, there's a floor, there's a further door to the west. Nothing shows on your envy vision. You could roll me a perception if you want to investigate more closely the hole or something, but... Alright, I didn't understand anything you said after you rolled the 20, but I can tell you that you can definitely tell that this room is like a pressure plate. Like, the moment that there's weight anywhere in this room, something happens. And you think it's related to some mechanism that holsters that hole in the center of the floor. And more is it there running down, looks like a sturdy beam probably below the floor.
Gonna take out a dagger and throw it in there.
Okay, the dagger clatters. Nothing happens.
Probably not heavy enough.
Meanwhile, Zion and Orochi are plummeting into the void. Wind battering them. Lonnie, you take any immediate action which would affect this course of events.
You also might want to briefly recap what you told Zion, because that's when he lost internet with his
Okay.
investigation.
Okay,
I didn't
Zion.
hear anything of mine.
This space is actually only 5 feet tall in reality. There is a combination of evocation and conjuration magic at work here, using the same principles that makes stuff like a bag of holding possible, that is stretching reality and presence and place in this space. You feel as if though one who is recognized as supposed to be here as part of the spell could use this space for another purpose and would also be able to walk across normally. Fuck. Ay, ay, ay. What is up with the audio? Do I have to stop? Is stopping the music gonna help? Hold on, talk now?
Hello.
Hi.
Wait a minute, shit, did that actually do it?
Maybe. Can you hear us better right now?
You're
As
all
we
coming.
continue to talk?
You're all coming in normal. Okay, let's resume. Yeah, okay, so Zion, yeah, you're plummeting. Oh god, no, I'm hearing stuttering from someone's mic now.
I think our cameras are all out of order.
That. How the fuck could that have happened? These are literally tied to your accounts?
It
Did you
it seems like it didn't register people coming back in.
NDI Casey, NDI Darren, NDI. Like.
Oh.
Back into our call?
Oh, because you're not doing this in studio mode. Okay.
Kai is. So. Holy shit. How does Tabletop Mythology get this to work? Tabletop Mythology says 7 people and nothing like this happens. All of the audio is fine, all of the video is fine, NDI never fucks up. And they have to host Foundry off of the same computer that's running it. It's just so infuriating. Yeah, experiment failed. We obviously can't use Skype. I don't know. Like NDI sources aren't supposed to work like this. This is NDI Darren, and I see Casey in the slot. That's just not how it's supposed to work. I can't even hear what the fuck you're
Yeah,
saying
because
right
it
now,
seems
Shin.
like it's not even registering. Oh.
Oh.
Hey.
Okay, I hear you now. I hear everyone
Well-
now.
Do you want us to refresh?
Maybe. Try dropping out of the call and coming back in. That's the only thing I can guess.
I'm refreshed.
Is your camera on? Yeah, it is.
I see everyone's coming through.
I mean,
Well,
the
Darren's
only
just working again. And now I'm Zion. Wahahaha.
I mean, at this point, literally, like, if we want to continue to play the fucking game, it's clear we can't use Skype. Yeah, I guess we are just going back to OBS Ninja. Fuck me.
We can figure this out later. It doesn't look like it's going to be a simple fix.
I have no idea what the fuck you said, Casey. Sorry, this is just coming in that bad. I sent the OBS Ninja link.
So
One moment, stand by. Hey.
Maybe.
Can you hear us now?
Yep.
hello.
Hello?
Heyo.
Okay.
Are we good now?
Because the cameras are like whatever, honestly, but like if you can't hear us, that's the bigger issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear everyone. Jack the Bomb is too trapped in my mind. Yeah, alright, so,
Honestly, like if it makes it faster, I say like run without cameras. Like as long as you can hear us, that's fine.
yeah, I mean, I'm just...
So yeah.
Unfortunately, I deleted all the window captures, but, like, technically speaking, yeah, because the thing is, it would take me, like, another 20 minutes to fix the cameras, and then, like, the stream would basically already be
Yeah,
over.
the cameras aren't that importantly.
Mhm.
So yeah, just as long as we can understand each other, though, we can at least continue. So I think we should do that.
Yeah.
Alright, let me use a really quick, window capture, add source window capture, and then just quickly, what the fuck? Grab a box. Uh-huh. And cool. There's now Leland's face. Hello, back to High Road. Yeah, so. So, I think that means we can turn back on the Roll 20 music, because that clearly wasn't actually the problem. Yeah, so Orochi and Zion, you're still plummeting. Kai, do I have to repeat this shit for a third time, or did you get it?
I got it.
Alright, so... Yeah, you think that there's some sort of magical solution here involving the fact that it's only 5 feet tall. No.
Yeah, it's only 5 feet tall. But I'm still falling more
but
than
you-
5 feet.
Yeah, but you plummeted far more than 5 feet.
Yes. There's not much I can do.
I'm gonna yell to the group, there's a pressure plate room in here. Should I walk into it?
Yeah, Zion and Orochi, it's hard for you to be. You're down and you have howling wind. You want to hear?
Yeah.
Lumi, Lonnie, you might be able to hear Tento. Although, do you think that you've gone into like panic mode by this point?
Possibly, although it's Lumi. As long as Lumi can
Yeah,
hear.
Lumi can hear and translate at the very least. So yeah,
Do I feel like my cloak's gliding would help slow Zion's fall? Like even like with how heavy it is, like at least the wind with the cloak. Do you think?
sure.
Do I feel like that would
Zion's present by this point, like 60 feet below you. But yeah, if it was on Zion and Zion used it, it would help.
Yeah, I guess that should count as on Zion, right? If I just piggyback on it. I guess Lonnie will dismount Lumi, and I don't know if Lumi's gonna try to stop her, but she's just going to try to take a dive.
She will kind of like bite at your ankle and think to you, what are you doing? You remember it's not as effective when you're even on me. What do you think that's going to do when it's you and Zion and Orochi?
Look,
Lonnie.
if two people provide lift, it's like negative weight, right? That's Lonnie's science. Lonnie's gonna jump off.
Lonnie, what are you doing? Tento just watches it. What is going on?
And Lonnie's gonna like try to like do the diving, make his little
Falcon dive. Falcon
yeah,
dive.
like little body surface area as possible.
I'm just gonna turn to Orochi and say, you know, this place is only 5 feet drop, but
What are you talking
Listen.
about?
oh,
I can't see the bottom.
yeah, we need the right person to, you know, deactivate.
The right person who could ever fit that kind of role right now out of our party member.
Certainly not the gnome that's falling out of the sky towards you guys right now.
The right person can walk across like it's, only a 5-foot drop.
And
Oh.
so yeah, Zion, do you want to roll an Arcana to like think about this problem as you descend?
Sure.
As Orochi tries to pull you up, wind buffeting around the sphere around Oroshi's feet of just like pulsed air. Yeah, Zion, you think that if you could step with the wind rather than against it, you would be able to traverse this place. However, you're not quite sure, so you think that there's two ways to do this. One is to actually be designated by the spell, maybe because you have some item or you speak some special word. The other is to obey the logic of the world. And as best as you can tell, that would mean walking up.
Huh. I step on. No, I'm just kidding.
Step on Hiroshi.
Step on Hiroshi. And I start
Do you-
walking up.
Do you relate any of this to me, or
Oh yeah. I think I
including the
got
step
it.
on me
I'm
part,
just,
or the
I'm
just,
just
just
gonna-
information?
yeah. I'm gonna step up real quick, Hiroshi. You can let go.
I mean, I can let go, but you're gonna fall faster.
Yeah.
So,
Alright.
Step on Hiroshi.
so Zion, you
On the face, or like where?
thank you completely nobody for the further subs. Oh my gosh. So you step on Orochi. You feel now. You thinking of kicking off of him, or you ascending him?
I'm ascending.
Roll me a wisdom save.
Oh, jeez. Alright.
So you start to think of like a staircase, but then you imagine the staircase twisting in your mind, and you twist the leg and you flail. You flail upwards. Yeah, thank you so much for the subs again. Zion, you
Look at
Zion
Roshi.
begins to ascend and flies up past Hiroshi and Lonnie, but it's not in control of its motion. You guys see
Still
this?
trying to get used to this.
I guess Lonnie will activate the cloak then.
All right, you begin to glide, Lonnie. It slows your descent. Actually, Lonnie, you're not super heavy, and you're not touching Orochi or Zion. So when you hop out and start gliding, you shoot up, and your gliding just sort of like slows your ascent. So Zion comes up to meet you as you're floating up here, as Lumi just thinks baka 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 to you. And Orochi, what are you gonna do? You got friends in floating places after a metal boot just clumped your face.
I start flying up after him.
You continue to fly. The world like buffets you, wind strikes at you, and you have trouble with the ascent. But as you see, Zion, it's strange. It's almost like Zion managed to step on the wind.
Dental's turn.
Right.
But you're
Dental's turn.
fine. You continue to fly.
I guess like maneuver my body to be like upside down and start like walking, or I
Is
guess
this-
not upside down. Sorry, sideways, and
Each
start
way.
walking like upwards.
Is it step of the wind, right? Outside.
Step on the wind. Step with the wind?
I think it was step
Yeah.
with
What
the
what
wind.
did outside say again?
Step with the wind.
Can I?
Um.
Can I try to jump and step
Yeah.
on Hiroshi
Can
Oh
can
my God.
Lonnie
too?
try
I mean,
to
I'm gonna dodge
imagine
you, Terran.
stepping on the wind after seeing Zion do whatever
yeah.
weird shit?
Orochi and Lonnie both roll me a whiz save, and Orochi, you have to like deactivate your flight to you feel like to truly believe you're walking. So it's a bit of a trust fall here.
Can I try to?
What do you try and jump onto Orochi first, or
No. I'll just try to
Orochi,
step on the wind.
Every time you go for it, you feel like you're losing control and you resume your flight. You can't fully give the trust over to it. Lonnie, you kind of walk up, and you definitely you twist and you walk upwards. But you can't really like turn your mind to walking back down, or you begin to like falter. You walk upwards towards Abyss. And Tento, do you want to leap on Orochi, or do you want to try and walk on the wind? Walk with the
I'm
wind.
gonna try to
Tries
walk
leap
on the
me, I'm
wind.
dodging that shit.
Alright, roll me a wisdom save, Tento. Yeah, you hesitate at the edge, and then you start to like put a leg out, you start to fall, and you're like, oh shit, and you fall backwards instead. You're like, oh, that would not have worked. And yeah, Lumius kind of looks at you all with more or less this expression.
What are these idiots doing?
And Iskander is gonna come out and say, "This seems to be getting out of hand, but perhaps if we step with..." And then he just sort of like, reaches out one of his tripartite tail legs and attempts a step with the wind.
Can he step right now? Like, is he biologically able to step on something?
Well, I mean, he walks on two of the split bit of his leg as if though they were
Oh,
legs.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and he stumbles a little, but he starts to walk up towards Lonnie and say, "This seems like an inappropriate axis for our movement. But to step with the wind, wouldn't we have to step up?"
How about I just shuttle the other people?
Is that loud
across?
enough for Lumi to hear?
Yeah.
Can I try again?
Yeah, Tento, you feel like you'll have to fully throw yourself out this time. You want to give a wisdom save?
Yep.
Leap of faith!
Back up 10
There we
feet, lead, and Tento, you step up the wind. It's like you're stepping on stairs, but stairs that are always just as high up as your feet started, even though you feel the process of going up. You're moving your body, your arms and legs in a rhythm, and it's like a strong, angular set of movements. So your conviction that you are upon this wind, walking with it, lets you just walk out on it as if there were any other 5-foot-tall surface.
Oh, wow. Skander's right. You just walk on it.
Tento's just standing there.
Huh. You okay there, Orochi?
Orochi, you
Oh,
see
I'm just gonna
Tento
fly
there
up
just
normally.
fine. You fly up normally. Zion, Iskander, and Lonnie. Iskander says, "Perhaps if we pictured it in our minds." And then he sort of closes his eyes. And Zion and Lonnie, you see it yourself stepping on this perfect white alabaster void of lifting stairs that crush down every time you step upon them. And you're like moving through this almost computer simulation voidscape that's Iskander's projecting. Make another wisdom save, both of you, with advantage.
Yeah, while they do that, I'm just gonna like slowly maneuver to pick up Lumi and just shuttle her across.
Okay. You shuttle Lumi across, so she's just harumph. Lonnie, you feel as if you could walk in any direction. And Iskander, Zion, you have a dangerous to go alone here. You think about it and the way the weave must be hitting, and you think that
This doesn't make sense. This does not compute.
you think that because everybody's really 5 feet away from each other, even though everybody's so high and tall, if you put a hand out on Lonnie and just imagine that she's lifting you, you will become where she is. And so it is. You rubber band to her position, and suddenly you can tag along. Card Spirit, thank you for the Water of the Lee. You good for the Water of the Lee? Uh-huh.
So is the
Water
thing
is-
down south a door, or is that something else, by
It's a
the way?
door. There's a door
That's
to
a
the
door.
south, yeah.
Yeah, there's 2 doors.
And Iskander floats along with you guys. You are now all capable of traversing this flapping air void that your gear and hair all does splash up.
I'm gonna tell Orochi, Orochi, can you close that door, please? That I opened up and didn't walk into. This is scary.
Okay, why did you open the door to begin with?
Because we want to see if there was on the other side. Maybe there's a switch to stop this.
Speaking of which, Lonnie's gonna close the door behind us with thaumaturgy.
Yeah,
Or
so
why did just do that?
the door to the north is closed. The door to the west is also closed by Roshi, right?
And I'm gonna collect whatever, like the climbing gear that I can salvage to give back.
Yeah, there's a climbing gear and one damaged climbing gear. If only there was some
Man.
place with metal spikes and rope and chain somewhere nearby where you could.
I have to still
refresh.
change my inventory list. Damn it.
Ion's body.
One damage.
Zion's body. Yep.
Climbing kit.
Yeah. So, Tenny, you want to walk to the southern ledge and just like walk up to that door?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
gonna see what's up with this door. Cause seems
The
awful
door has
familiar.
no obvious latch or other mechanism to open it, but you do see there is almost like this little half cup, this like quarter sphere half cup out towards the center of the door, almost like where somebody who's vaguely like human tall would reach out to like, you know, anoint oneself with water if this was like a holy water thing, but you don't see any liquid in there. You however see like snaking off internal tubes into the doorway as if though something could flow in. It would be a great place to roll a marble, but you don't think that's what's used for. You do notice on cursory inspection that there is like a deeper red splattering that interior that doesn't seem to be of the material.
I look. Where did everyone else go?
We're on the bigger ledge over here.
Tenda's like, I think I know what it wants. But I don't think I should do it myself. Wanting to yell at me again if I do it. Can y'all get over here, please? I tried telling them this. I want to open this door.
Is that where we need to go?
Probably. I just
That's an option we could go to.
yeah. Let's just go here.
The choice is yours.
Can I insight how confident he is in that? He's giving like really washy answers. Do I feel like he's like trying to go there for his own purposes, or if he actually thinks that like this is a way to progress?
Who, Tento or Roshi?
Yeah, Tento.
Tento, if you really think that, roll me a persuasion. If you don't, roll me a deception and then insight it, yeah.
I really do think that.
Well,
You just gave such a weirdly vague answer.
Well, I mean,
Oh, I didn't mean to do.
if you're just gonna roll a nat 20, I don't know what I can do there. I thought my roll was pretty good.
yeah, that is truly Tento's heart of hearts. It's what he believes.
Fine.
There's only room on the ledge itself for 4 people to the south.
Can I like try to project the image that Iskander projected to me to Lumi?
Yeah, Lumi
To
manages to
help
get the
her?
trick of it as well, to cross the gap.
I'll be by myself, not be able to do this. I'm just gonna fly across.
I will be right back. Yeah, so you stack up whatever order you would be. You feel like this door is thirsty. Like, you'll have to suffer 1 point of damage worth of blood loss thirsty to open it. I'll be right back.
That's what I figured too. I was like, that's what it's probably gonna. I'm gonna look at it.
But
Lonnie.
Bessie! But
I'm gonna-
Bessie!
No, we're not gonna separate. No, I'm gonna look at Lonnie. It's like, don't freak out when I do this. I'm gonna take out a dagger and just cut my hand.
Okay, Tento, the goal of this place is to survive and
Shut
not
up.
hurt yourself.
And I suffered that 1 point of damage.
By the way, I can see the whole map.
Oh my god.
And my token disappeared. Where'd my token go?
What's next? You see dead people too?
Yeah, you.
I mean, you're not wrong.
That
My
sounds
token
like a
disappeared
threat to
again.
me.
It's their dynamic, you know. Zion threatens Hiroshi, and that's about it. You know, Hiroshi doesn't do anything because Zion's a big metal man, so that he's kind of scary. Do you think I can have that 1 damage? Fake cut, gotcha, bitch. Just round it down to 0.
I guess we'll find out when Lee comes back.
I really doubt it because all of your stuff is either dex saves or an attack.
Yeah.
This
I mean,
is
it's
an
attack. It's an
effect.
attack on myself.
I mean, last time Lee we had a similar situation like this. He said basically, like, I mean, if you don't take any damage, you don't bleed.
Yeah. It's just like, yeah, sure. Oh, okay. Well, that worked.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
So, are you all formed up in the position that you'll be when someone opens the door, or have you thought better of it?
I lost my token.
What do you mean you lost your? I see it right there.
What do you mean you see right there? I don't see right there.
I see you right in front of the door. Does nobody else see you right in front of the door?
He's right in front of the
I
door
see
for me.
I don't see
Um,
Let me
I'm-
refresh roll 20 real quick. I did take the 1 point damage,
wait.
by the way.
Just
Okay.
move his token and move it back because that's refreshed it in the past.
Yeah. So the door slides open after Tento lets some blood and squeezes out into this sepulcher. You hear a strange, almost like grinding noise within. And as the door opens, you see a chamber both alien and familiar. Oh my god, keep gaslight girl boss Tento. Oh my god.
Am I gaslighting people? I can do that.
Oh shit, you're like, that's in my repertoire.
Uh-oh. I'm loading the map. Okay. Can you take me to where we are?
Yeah, the door slides open. You see a
Oh,
grand
there I am. I see it.
metal statue of some sort, and a red ruddy stone wall, and dark stone floor and ceiling. This is about a 15-foot tall room. There
Oh,
are
that's good,
red
that's
metal
good.
grates to either side.
Wow, this looks
Has something.
familiar. Zion, Lonnie.
Why are we coming through here again, Scout?
I
Tento, when
thought
you
it
gaze
was-
upon the sepulcher, it is a light. It has something that you feel an envy towards without even understanding. There is something so enviable about the walls of this place, even. Something so potent it's almost enough to make you sick with how sweet it is to gaze upon. You see the glistening metal and the dull, magical light of the room, and you see clasps. Wait, this is Enta. You could open that statue.
Scout, it's a
Okay.
dead end. Why are we here?
He sort of just starts. He's mesmerized by the fact that he could open something that might be so valuable. You see Tendo just walk towards the statue.
Yeah.
Scout?
You think you have to walk around to the front of it to open it up.
Scout, it's a dead end. Let's go.
The scanner says, "There's probably nothing of value in there. This is a sideshow." Bento,
He's gonna unlock.
All right.
Yeah.
You step up to the front, which will be
Yeah.
like on the south side.
Oh, is the front over there? Sorry.
Yeah. There's like a clasp, and
Scout.
as you open it up, like the front swings off, and you see that this is almost like shaped like a sepulcher or some other receptacle of the dead. And there's all of these like porous like metal gratings inside the thick walls of this statue. And yeah, you just get the feeling that there's something so potent about this. It almost gives you a vague pulse behind the eyes. You look around the room, and you see it also in these 4 pillars with these variant symbols upon them. This whole room just glows. Almost makes it hard to see anything else of value, like what Zion or Lonnie or Orochi would happen to be carrying.
Tento, let's go.
Do they see that the statue opened?
Yeah, I mean, it's long off to the side, so, like, there's, like, the left of here, there is, a bit of a...
Can I step in?
Yeah, it's definitely human-sized. You could step in.
Before he steps in, can I come up to him,
Yeah.
smack him in the back of the head, and zap him at the same time?
Yeah, sure. When you do that, Tento, you get a wisdom save. With the benefit of guidance.
Ooh.
No, guidance doesn't work on
Oh,
saves.
just kidding.
Resistance is the.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, Orochi smacks you in the head. What do you want to do about it?
I'm gonna use get the head smacking momentum just to move a bit more forward.
Alright.
Does it look like a
backhand
door?
his face this time.
No, it's absolutely a self-contained area. In fact, as Tento steps into it, Bessie flutters and tries to warn and peck at his ear. Because as you look up at it, it looks almost like an inverted Iron Maiden. There's not spikes, there's just holes. But as you gaze upon it in the light as Tento walks in, those look like blood-splattered holes.
Can Lumi grab at him? Make
Zion.
a grapple?
Right now you're on the north side and you can't see into the sepulcher. Would you come around to look into it?
Sure.
Can Lumi make a grapple?
Yeah, she can attempt to attack Tento and then grab him. Zion, inside you see machinery that looks very familiar to aspects of the mechanical parts of the Red Iron Warriors. Yeah, you don't it.
Fucking do this.
You feel a presence in your mind, Tento, when it's a Skander, and the Skander says, "What are you doing in there? That's a very dangerous room."
If Tento is
Tento then just says back, but it's so valuable.
And then
Shiny.
Tento is about to actually get a foot in Lonnie's.
he's in right now. He's
Hold.
standing in the base of
Lonnie cast hold person.
it. Well, wait, but so Tento is already inside. You cast Hold Person on him while he's inside?
Yes, so we can drag his ass out.
Alright, Tento make me it's a whiz save, right?
Yes. That
I
doesn't
think-
beat it.
Yeah, let's say it's
Actually, no,
like
wait.
15, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's 15 or 30, or like 15 or 16, something like that.
God damn it.
Yeah, you
God, there
Alright.
goes my fucking 4th level spell slot.
he goes fully rigid, and Bessie kind of pops up, grabs him by the cowl, and tries to flutter her wings to get him out. As this is happening, you guys see, you guys hear a burbling as red waves rush below the great work, and lights begin to glow around the chamber, and you hear a mechanical clacking sound as the door tries to swing shut with Tento still inside. He is paralyzed, unable to move. What do you do?
Lonnie did it so he would hopefully fail any more grapple checks and
Alright, so
gonna make Lumi go drag his ass out.
Lumi rolls in athletics to drag Tento out.
Come on, Lumi.
Can I assist in
Come on,
this?
girl.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
figure
yeah,
out-
you just advantage. Lumi just
Oh, damn.
grabs him right by the ankle and just power whips him out. As I sip, sip, sip. You hear that sound? That's the
That's
flowing of the
water
blood through the
being
metal
drank.
tubes.
You know what? I just lost the use of control water. Thanks, thanks, Tento.
Ooh, just
I hate you so much.
Yeah, it slams shut, and yeah, you hear like a whoosh sound inside, and then there is a horrible moaning, mourning, reverse THX metallic, as if though to say, "Oh, you shouldn't have done that," and the door to the north
No, you
slams shut.
God fucking damn it!
You guys hear the sounds
Oh,
of like
shit.
piston
God.
and gas.
Is Iskander
Iskander's on the
well,
north
past the door, or
side.
is he in the same room with us?
He's on the north side. He rushes up to the door and he starts to like beat at it, and he thinks to you, "This door is held shut."
All right. Well,
If I say the thing, what's the thing? Nobody. I don't know what it is. Yeah. So. Sorry, what were you saying? Should I cut you off?
I'm gonna motion everyone to get to the door and try to open it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna position myself one off from the door
Yeah.
because I heard gases, so I'm assuming
Yeah.
I can do something about it. But...
Lonnie's
Well, you hear it like a
gonna-
pneumatic, but sure, yeah, you can get about one turn's
Oh,
move.
Lonnie's gonna try get Zion to help plant Tento on Lumi, and Lonnie won't ride Lumi for this.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I can just carry Tento.
Oh, okay, that works.
as I say, Zion's like a 300-pound like juggernaut, right? You know that.
You
And I'm like a
feel-
20-pound like little
You
person.
feel something defiant in the walls, defying you. The grates with the rivers of blood pull back, shink, shink. And remember, you could have moved one turn's movement if you aren't Tento and thus paralyzed. Lumi can drag half her movement, so a good 20 feet.
What about Zion? Can Zion do
Oh,
it without?
I still bring it
The
out
mover-
completely. Nobody. I still bring that phrase out. I don't want to do it deliberately because you said it, but I'm tempted to. Yeah, you. Sorry, what was that, Lonnie?
If Zion carries him, is he also at half movement? Because if so, then I'm just gonna have Lumi drag him, because Lumi's faster.
Yeah, Lumi can drag Tento at half movement.
No.
That's
I'm-
20.
What about
Can
Zion?
she dash with
I'm
it,
Zion,
or
'cause-
Can Zion take Tento without losing any movement?
No, she can get you get the movement, you don't get a full turn before
Okay.
something happens.
so 20? So Tento would be behind.
And Zion, where would you be?
Yes, I would have moved towards the door too.
There's a splashing of bloody waves as from these chambers rise to one side a defiant flame arm, and to the other a defiant blade arm.
Oh.
Block these things.
Hey.
They swivel.
Those look familiar.
As if though preternaturally aware of your presence. The Iskander beats at the door. You are thud, thud, thud. And Iskander says, "Should I bleed into the door? Would it even work?"
I couldn't quite catch that. What did you say?
Should he bleed into the door? Would it even work?
Bleed? Oh, to open the door.
I would think back, and no, I don't think that's gonna work. This is a deliberate trap.
So,
When Lonnie hears it, Lonnie's going to shout out something that people don't understand, and I actually don't know it in the language I chose. So
all right.
Does Iskander's telepathy transcend language?
Iskander's telepathy, you're not. Iskander is able to converse with animals, and they don't share common languages with Iskander. Whether or not that's going to permit Iskander to communicate with Lonnie is another question. But yeah, everybody pop me those initiatives.
Poor Zion. The guy, my boy.
And
What does paralyzed affect dex checks?
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure you
believe
auto-fail
so.
them.
So is Tento just at 0?
I'm at 11. I hope I'm just not at 0.
No, we'll let him just have a bit of
Okay.
initiative
He does get to remake the save.
at the end of his turn.
Yeah.
No, actually, checks don't matter. You auto fail all strength and dex saving throws.
Oh.
Yeah, so the
Okay.
defiant blade arm floats towards you as you feel like this presence grading the room, the scent of sulfur and red iron, and it flanges out and makes a cutting swipe towards Tento with advantage for his paralyzed state.
I think it also auto crits if it hits him,
Oh my goodness.
which it does.
Yeah.
Can I still have that?
You can't
You are
react.
paralyzed.
You are paralyzed.
Okay, so
And an additional D12. So you take 7 damage.
Woo! Woo!
What are you up at?
Woo!
How
I'm
close
at
to death are
32.
you?
No, I'm at 32. It's fine.
Oh right, you actually did
I had
heal.
that rest.
Orochi, it's
No,
your
yes, I
turn.
didn't.
You've never seen shit like this before. There's weird floating metal arms and just a strange presence in the room. The door is shut. What do you do? Chin?
Sorry, what was that?
It's your turn.
What you doing, boy?
My bad. Well, I can't do much to the one on the left that I want to do, so to the one to the right, I'm gonna do a gusting wind blast and try to push it farther away in hopes that it doesn't have enough movement to get to us and attack.
Alright. You go for it. What kind of save are they? They're making a dex save?
No, the strength. Let me pull up the thing. Gusting wind.
Alright, they got a 14, so you push it back, it slams into the stone wall and grinds there. You don't manage to deal damage with the hit, though. And it more or less grinds this corner as far as it can get. Pushed up there. Orochi, you go on anything else in your turn?
I'm going to go up to the door and see if there's any anything with it that
Sure.
I can see to.
You see the door. You see that the door has on this side cut as inlets into the door to the left and right. There are bars one could grab. They have you've seen those swirling patterns that you would see in the wrought iron architecture, where the edges twist around. It's got that, and the edges look very fucking sharp.
Yeah, Tento, do you know how to open these?
You know.
Tento cannot respond as he is presently paralyzed.
Right. Don, do you know how to open these?
Right.
You've never seen anything like it before, but you could certainly examine it, and you've spent a lot of time going over red iron machinery before.
I can try.
Alright, and that's my turn.
Alright, cool. Yeah, just call turn whenever you're done yet, lads. And it is Lonnie's turn. Lonnie, what would you like to do?
Lumi wants. I'm gonna have Lumi disengage and
Okay.
drag Tento back one more.
Alright.
And see if I can drag him to the tile behind me and essentially switch places with Tento.
Tento isn't disengaged. Well, actually, it's not voluntary movement, so you
Yeah,
won't
it's
provoke
not.
an op. I'm gonna say that you can perform the rare castling. I see you're going for the Czechoslovakian Gambit, says the chess player. Yes, you castle with Tento,
Okay.
drag him back.
I'll move here
And do
instead.
you try and do you release him from the spell?
You did see him just get smacked.
I get the door's closed. Fine.
All right. You release him from his paralysis after going through some analysis.
Does that take any of my action economy or?
I don't think so. I'll let you do a free action.
Okay, then I'm going to Sacred Flame it, the one in front of me. And bonus action cast Shillelagh for next turn.
All right. Yeah, so the one right in front of you tries to swivel in the air as a white-hot beam of light descends.
Do a barrel roll.
And
Damn, that's a lot of damage you
it
just
more is
did.
just rolling around as it gets cut up. And
You did
deal-
the Star Fox barrel roll, not the real one. Come on.
Yeah, it takes too much radiant damage for the meme. Turn? Or...
Is that your turn, Casey?
Yeah, sorry.
All right.
Yeah, that's on my action
All right.
economy. My
The
bad.
flame arm rears up. You almost see in its unbody language a feeling of anger and resentment towards being knocked back. Yeah,
Probably
no,
all should be
Turg,
grouped up.
Skype absolutely shit itself and died, and we haven't been able to use the cameras since. I tried to do the Skype NDI setup TTA does. It didn't work for me. It worked okay for like 3 hours, then just absolutely shit itself. So the only way we're going to be able to continue to play at night was to abandon it. Yeah, so it flies forth, right? It lines it up, and you just hear a voice emanating from the room saying, "You have defiled the bargain." And the Defiant Flame Arm juts out a line of fire.
Yeah.
Look at Turk.
I thought.
Yeah, so that's a deck save from Lumi and Tento. I think that's how deck saves get made work for you. I'm not sure, yeah.
Yeah. But
'cause
I
she's-
don't have dodge this time, so.
Is this a pure line or is this a cone?
It's a line. It's a straight up line. You're not in the
Right
line.
on the money.
Yeah,
Okay, so
so
Lumi
both
takes-
of you only take 5 fire damage. Well, all 3 of
Don't
you.
That's
Angela
still
doesn't
not-
take any.
No, I don't take any.
No.
Evasion.
'Cause I'm
Ah,
a
nice, yeah.
And
So fire
Lumi
goes-
also has evasion based on
Yeah.
A beam of flame comes over. Lumi hops to the side. Tento, does the splits and twists fast as fire cracks into the corner and spreads out, the flame naturally licking the engravings of the stonework, seeming almost to leave it with a hot emanating glow and mirage like mist emanating from it, as if this place was built for heat and bloodshed and pain. Tento, it's your turn.
Tento's gonna be like, what? Where? Where are we?
Yeah, so Tento, you're no longer paralyzed. You remember those the Defiant Locust and its arms?
Where's the main body? Does anyone see the big head?
Um,
I ask around. Anybody?
Alright, no. What big head? There's just arms.
Lonnie? Zion? Do you
the arm.
I don't know.
Lonnie doesn't look back at him.
The arm to the right is hacking at you. The one on the left is shooting fire. And thank you for the gift subs again, completely nobody. My
Oh, okay.
God. Omega
Looks
Om
like
TV,
the-
Cover the Spirit, Zalday, Grim Perilous Plays, Vincent Shadowfriend.
I guess Tento's just gonna walk here and slash at this blade defiant arm.
Alright, give me that attack.
Defiant blade arm. Oh well, that's a crit.
You come upon it. You see a jointure in the hand, and you just hack full motion, nothing stopping you, like cutting the wind,
Man.
the wasting falchions, crude
Yeah, if
acid
only.
burning out as you hack along it, and simply just, lunge into it and utterly rip and tear and gore it. It is flayed in half. You see blood dripping out and bits spewed and sprockets spraying. It is fucked. but it's still up and floating, barely, like drunkenly
Offhand it.
floating.
Offhand it for the
Don't fuck it
win.
up. Don't fuck it up.
6 feet?
You swing, and the vicious blade on the money stabs into the top where you've already begun to break it apart, and you pop it open. It's barely held together at this point. Blade arm flayed out, but yeah, that's it, Tento. That's it. That's your main action. That's your bonus action. What do you want to do? Is that turn?
Let me just make sure I'm not in a line with anyone.
You're in
Yeah.
plenty
I'm
of
with
lines.
everyone.
With plenty of people.
Well, I mean, as long as it doesn't come on this side. Actually, yeah, you're right. Let's move like 5 more. Yeah, this is fine right here.
Alright, Zion, it's your turn.
Alright, I'll just go finish off this thing over here.
Alright, you'll need to be one more to the left to be able to punch it. Oh, you're gonna shoot. Okay, yeah, no, you're there, you're there.
What? What?
No, sorry, I think I was seeing you move a second later.
Lag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And try to hit it. Oop, no advantage.
You go for the punch, and it boing knocks off the edge of the Defiant Blade Arm. You don't manage to get a solid hit on it with your Thunder Gauntlets. Boing!
Oh my goodness.
You get chopped up in the falling wires and gears, and Zion's so intrigued. Like, well, that mechanism, yes, we could use it to mount onto. And yeah, you're too fascinated by the thing you're punching apart to really truly want to bash it in.
Yes, of course. Alright, that's my turn.
Iskander on the far side, you know, sort of like tries to claw at the mechanism, tries to force it open with his mind. The door shudders, and you almost see something like dirt or ash with a red hue sanguinely emanate off the handles, Orochi, as Iskander does this, but the door holds fast. It is a Defiant Blade Arm's turn. The Defiant Blade Arm rears itself up, and in a absolutely terminal velocity, there's a cutting swipe that targets both Zion and Tento as it throws itself to the ground.
Are you kidding me?
And strikes both of you as it dashes itself to break apart upon the ground.
Woo! That is
Oof.
halving damage right there. Jesus. Was
I
that-
told you not to fuck it up, Tento.
The Defiant Blade Arm crushes itself in its own overwhelming assault.
you okay there, Zion?
Completely
Is that 1
fine.
HP for you?
cut.
Yeah, it
completely
gores
fine.
open Zion. You can see its core and like arcane blue glowing circuitry. Like the mountings of the various tools are like not quite there yet. You can see through the sides. The gauntlets are like peeling. Horrible goring blow from the Defiant Blade Arm, and a bit of one of its like blade fingers is stuck in Zion's pauldron. Oil oozing out around it, mixing with the blood from the pumps of the Defiant Blade Arm. So yeah, it's destroyed itself in the process. Orochi, it's your turn.
Alright. Well, one down, the other one to go.
Yeah, Zion just took a crit. That was a nat 20 hit on Zion. Completely nobody. Yeah, alright, Orochi, what's your play?
I'm going to do what I did last time. Gust of the wind and try to push him back and do another wind blast. Gust of the wind, and I rolled a fucking 14 again. Well, I mean, I rolled a 4 again, but
You not strike the Defiant Flame Arm. I have a question for you, Orochi. Are you doing this for just like 5 feet, like standing on the ground?
what do you mean?
Are you on the ground when you make the shot? I'm assuming you
Yeah,
are.
I have
Okay.
not flown higher.
Alright, you just bonk it back into the wall again. Again, you.
Oh, you
dash
were saying
against
if I
the wall.
angled it downwards?
That is one of my question.
Yeah.
So
No,
the defiant
I'm still in
blade arm
the same
put into
field.
the corner. That's your main action. Anything you want to do on your turn other than that, or is that turn?
I'm gonna think to Skander. We seem to be fine in here in the moment, but we do need to get this door open. Don't push yourself too hard. And that's my turn.
All right, Lonnie, it is your turn.
When Tento said, "Where's the main body?" Does it look like the center statue has moved at all, or like, does it look any different besides the opening and closing of the doors?
It still seems to be with its back towards you. The same metal statue.
Okay. I see no reason to get any closer to it, so bonk.
Yeah, a white light streaked with a red fork through it, like lightning, descends upon the defiant flame arm, which attempts to roll itself out of the way, and 1619 Knights
It
barely
does.
managed to do so successfully.
Yeah, I guess Lumi's gonna dodge and we'll stay here, and that's my turn.
The defiant flame arm rears back up, anger in its motion as it whips out straight towards Orochi, clearly displeased,
Maybe I
Biting.
shouldn't have stuck around by
angering.
Roshi.
And it rattles off 2 flame shots as it fires like a cannon with a... Wait, hold on. Only twice. So a 16 would hit, but you have an extra deflection against projectiles
Range
due
attacks.
to your mastery of the wind. Around you,
Yup.
burn the wave, and with a buffet, a visible sheen of pushing white microclouds, the flame shot that would hit whirls off to the side, slams into the stone around the door, and dissipates to nothingness. The other one shoots wide.
it
in its
wasn't gonna
anger.
work.
And that it moves closer. It is then Tento's turn.
Gonna laugh at what Shin was trying to say. Was like, oh, I actually don't have that right now.
No, that I was gonna bring that up. Like it would if it was,
So,
you got
how
described.
do I use cantrips again?
Cantrips are free to use as long as you have the components to use them. So if it has a V, you need to be able to speak. If it has an S, you need to be able to move a hand or something. And if it has an M, you need a material of some sort to use it, or an arcane focus.
It is purely verbal. Note the action economy cost as well, though.
What is the action economy cost for this?
It is 1 action, not a bonus action.
Oh.
Which means you can't offhand or anything off of it either, I think, because it has to be a weapon attack.
Yeah. Well, we're trying to kill this thing, so let's do it.
You run up.
Also, if it's ranged, you don't want to be in melee. Unless it's a save.
It is a save.
Okay.
Right, so you Tento rushes over, weapons up, wasting falchion still dripping acid upon the floor.
Well, good thing I can reroll that shit.
And you
Well, that didn't matter.
overcommit and you clang to the floor. Like, you whisk back, you try and swipe with your vicious dagger. And you're wasting falchion with your halfling's luck. It bounces up off the floor. I'll swing. Oh, fuck. And then you try and you hack at it, and finally with the vicious dagger, you manage to chip the paint, nick it a little.
Maybe, I think it was trying to tell you that maybe you should have tried out your cantrip.
Maybe. Boop, I'm gonna move down this way, and that's in my turn.
Alright. Zion, it's your turn. Alright.
Kai?
Oh, it's your...
Yeah.
Oh my god!
No,
No!
Zion does not fear death.
You enter a
Does
flanking
Zion know
position.
death?
Not fearing death. You enter a
Does Zion
flanking
even know
position.
death?
You Thunder Gauntlet, Rock'em Sock'em Robot, Megalo box up into it. You crack the mounting on the nozzle of the Defiant Flame arm, and then you bring down the second hit as the Thunder Gauntlet rings true.
That's disappointing.
That was so anticlimactic.
Oh,
It's okay. It was still a great moment.
yeah. You do, however, shock it into like clattering onto the floor. The back side of it like rolls a little towards this opening. Zion, that's your. Is that turn?
Nah, not yet. And then temp HP.
Oh, bless.
Yeah, a light
Bless.
shows through the. You see, Tento is the ripped and gored carapace of its front shows a great blue glow as the arcane circuitry reinforces Zion. It is Iskander's turn, and Iskander thinks back. Roshi, don't have time to waste. I'm giving it my all, and he steps back, and you don't really see what he does, but you do see that the handles on either side, like they twist a little, and more of that red dust comes off, and there's a clattering and a clanging, and the door holds fast. It is Oroshi's turn. I would remind you, you guys do know that these things tend to be weak to cold, if anybody has a source of cold damage.
You said
One of us
lightning, right?
does.
Technically I do. I don't know if I
Are
want
you
to use
attuned
it.
to that?
No.
Oh wait, you don't need to be attuned to that for that part.
I don't know if it's a good thing for me to use it.
Well, wind
Yeah, I was
is
just
not working,
wondering.
so I'm gonna use a lightning blast this time, and not gusting because I can't do gusting with lightning.
So you
hit.
said lightning, right?
I said lightning. I'm assuming 19 hits.
A 19 does, in fact, strike it. Lightning dances out, arcs forth, and like you see, like, bolts fly from its casing. The chassis is shook as the lightning dances through it, leaving a vague smoke and almost and then it's seen oozing of blood out through the center of it, through its increasingly ruined maw that the flame shoots out from. It is fucked up. Lollygaggers, thank you for the raid with 13. Rise 13 damage is dealt. 13, 13, 13. Welcome to my numerology podcast. I'm going to tell you about how they're putting the devil in the fluoride with the water. And welcome to High Road.
I'm
Malzera.
gonna take a step to the side, and that'll be my turn.
All right. It is Lonnie's turn.
Can I get flanking from here with Zion?
I'll give it to you. Yeah, you can draw a line. Yeah, you can go, boy.
Okay.
Yeah, you fucking bonk it with the bring of the Eldergraph staff upon it. And with that excellent shot, it clatters to the ground, rolls, and falls into the blood below. With a huge splash. You hear sort of like an ominous...
And just for extra good measure.
And yeah, as Lumi tries to bites it and like throws it off on its way down, and the door to the north flicks open, as if though there was something improving in that guttural clack.
Seeing Tento right by the statue again, can I have Lumi try to grapple him again?
Nah, Lumi was too busy knocking that arm off. That's turn. That's scene. Tento.
Well, I'm just saying, like, as soon as that ends, that's what
Alright.
Lonnie's going to try to do.
All right, so yeah, so Lumi's trying to grab Tento. Tento, are you resisting?
No.
Iskander.
You just
Iskander looks around and says, "Quickly, we shouldn't tarry here." And so like backs up to give you guys room.
so just
Lonnie's
lets you drag
gonna
him.
wait. Lonnie's gonna see if Tento makes for the door or makes for the statue.
Accidentally killed a guy, Lollygaggers. I'm sure. Their Delta Green game is very fun, by the way. We should check them out.
No, Tesla just sort of like just lays there.
And they're just laying on the ground?
Well, I'm assuming Lumi grabbed him.
Yeah. Okay. So you're just gonna get drugged.
Yeah. And
She drags you out by the fucking collar. Bessie's like, flapping on your face. She kind of like pecks at your nose, like, what's going on here? And yeah, I mean, I think,
Drag.
yeah.
Drag. Unceremoniously drag.
And Zion, what about you?
Are you gonna loot
Yes.
the parts?
I mean, I'll take what I can get and leave.
Yeah, you go to the Defiant Blade arm. You see that it does have some bits you don't know how to replace. You whip up this like circular base of what looks like some sort of wicked red iron blender blade contraption. If Zion had any concept of what a blender was, and also some of the blood tubing and mountings and a few of the hydraulic bits that help it swipe, and you think you've gotten about what there is to take from it, unless you're going to drag the whole thing out. And
Nah.
you join
Not
the
this
group on
time.
the way out. And as the last person steps out, the door slams shut behind you.
Okay, now Lumi releases Sento.
Tento just sort of like just lasers like, huh. I really fucked up there, didn't I?
What was that?
I couldn't tell you. It was just a feeling, and I just sort of acted on it.
Scanner kind of like makes a significant look at Hiroshi when he says that.
Well, Tento, you're not allowed to pick any more rooms. You're gonna stay in the center, not in the front. Anyone disagree with this?
No.
Can Lonnie
I'm
go
trying
see if
to. Sorry, I'm trying to remember real quick. Did can Banjo ever tell Tento about the crown dagger, their dagger crown, when he
Yep.
uses the sickle? Yeah,
I have.
yeah. It's
But if
just
you
like,
remember, it's a different story. But I have.
yeah. That's all I was trying to
Lonnie?
remember.
Lonnie's gonna go check his eyes, see if anything's changed about it.
You still see the biting eye, the symbol of envy, there glowing green within the sockets. It strikes out at you, almost, you feel startlingly #seen by it.
I think I mean it might be, it's probably too late to mention to say this, but I was like, I think the insight before was more like, is that Tento, or is that the if Tento seemed like he was under the influence? I forgot to specify, so I'm fine if
Alright,
if
I
it
was
doesn't
away, I
happen,
think I was away
but-
for most of that conversation. I mean, he doesn't seem like it's controlling his actions.
Okay.
It may just be changing the information he has available to him. Yes, there's a door. What do you want to do?
I Tento just stays quiet, and
There's
there's
mending can't help Zion at all, right?
No, unfortunately not.
I'll
I'm
at least
perfectly
cast-
fine.
Mending so it at least like looks less speed up. Even if it actually isn't less speed up.
I'm gonna pour one of the 2 potions Zion gave me onto it.
Alright,
You're just pouring onto it
I
like
don't
a
know where its
plant.
mouth is.
Like a plant.
Alright, yeah, you just pour in, and Zion, you immediately, as the amber potion, like, comes into your circuits and, like, joins with the pipes, pumping your fluids. You get a 1d8 plus 4, and then a bit after that, a further 1d8 plus 4, as the amber rejuvenates you.
Alright, Tento, roll it.
Alright, it's D8, right? We're
Yeah.
gonna do one at a time. D8. D8. Alright, so that's 12 plus 8, so 20?
Yeah, the amber almost seems to like fill in a bit of the metal plating. You can see this like amber see-through panel on Zion near its core. The equipoised moonblood core visible behind. Drinking to Zion's health. Amber brew.
Yes, drinking.
If I had an
I just
amaretto
poured out
sour
the-
with me right now, I would drink that. Fun fact, my ultimate airport drink is an amaretto sour, and whether I'm picking you up at noon or midnight, I will try and get one at the airport bar. Alright, so... Yeah, Zion seems
Scout, do you-
rejuvenated by that.
Scout, do you really not know what happened?
Bunch of feelings, bunch of things I'm unsure about. Yeah,
Do you even remember? You
I
you woke
remember
up
being
confused again.
I remember being attracted to the room, and then red.
Wait, you saw red, not green?
I mean, I saw red. Yeah, because you stepped into the statue.
Ooh.
I don't know,
Why were
guys.
we so attracted to this place? Is it because of the envy thing, or is it because of your history?
Maybe both. Maybe a little both, guys. I'll try to do better.
Is this
Let's
gonna be
go
a
to the
problem?
Probably.
Scout, trying's not good enough.
Well, at this very moment, I don't know what the fuck I do but try.
If you don't try hard enough, you're going to die.
I am trying my hardest. I don't know what's going on. Alright?
The scanner says, "This is why I have so often sought to work solo. You need to commit yourself to the objective. Are you here to steal, or are you here to succeed and survive?"
Please
Well-
don't ever question my conviction.
I heard you directed by valuables before you here. Why shouldn't I?
Tenzo just sort of sighs like, I don't need to prove myself to you.
Very well. Orochi, there's only one way forward. And as the scanner steps up and like flies open the door,
Wait. There's a that room is a big pressure plate.
he steps back, he looks, and he says, "This room, I have glimpsed it before. To the west." Big Skype problem. We had to switch programs. Still ties. Fuck Skype, unfortunately. The scanner like hops back and says, "The west is the chamber with the artifact."
Artifact?
The one that started to change.
Alright, so Tento. Just to make sure we're all in agreement, Tento doesn't get to choose what room we go to. He stays in the center of the group. He no longer gets to scout ahead.
I'm fine with that.
You with this?
Tenzo just sort of sighs and just closes his eyes. He just sees shiny things.
Yeah, you do see valuables
It's a
in the
bunch-
distance.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I heard
Okay.
you. I don't know how everyone.
Okay, because I got like
Ronnie-
absolutely
I said
no
yeah.
response. So I got
Oh,
really
wait.
worried.
I
I'm
said
like,
yeah.
I thought Tento responded to you.
I did
Yeah.
not hear that. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's my bad.
I might have
No,
thought
I
you
said
did.
I agree.
Lonnie like also just like doesn't like she has the look of like I agree, but like there's a lot of issues, and she doesn't actually feel like same verbal agreement.
I don't know what's in that room, but
Iskander says, I remember a swinging sound. It was often slicked, sanguine. Something tells me if there's a pressure plate, it should be related somehow.
oh, she.
Well, if it's a pressure plate, I don't think I'm gonna have a problem. I can scout it out
Alright, so...
first and see if there's anything in there.
Alright, Orochi, be careful. So, Orochi, you enter a 15-foot tall room. Goes.
Just to clarify,
is
I'm
it-
not gonna be flying because that does have downward pressure. I'm gonna be climbing the walls.
Yeah, so you climb onto the walls. You
Yeah.
walk like a chameleon.
He
Yeah,
couldn't give it up after Kaban show.
I thought about that. I kind of like part of me didn't want to do that and just have the swimming speed, but the other options were very jarring differences, and this was just so much more thematic.
Yeah.
What I had for my backstory.
Yeah, your chimeric hybrid friend climbs in around here. Yeah, so Orochi, you see there's like a metal hole in the middle of the room. Not quite sure what's up with that unless you want to give me an investigate to look closer. There's a door on the west side.
I'm gonna investigate that. That's what the scout does. I think I figure it out.
You think the door
Right?
is connected? There's like a connection between this and something below. You see when you climb up the wall enough, maybe like 10 feet, you can almost see like maybe some sort of blade, connected to a chain perhaps. Cat's going all out on the L's, and it definitely seems like it's coiled and it could be launched and maybe even, I mean, something relating to that and the pressure plate. You're sure?
It'll be fine. You'll be fine. You can dodge, right?
Well, I kind of go back to the doorway and tell everyone what I find out. I'm like, so how are we gonna do this? We still need to get across somehow with everyone.
I mean, there are other doors.
The only other door we haven't gone through left is the barracks, where we know there are people. Or am I forgetting a door?
I think there is another door right before, in the room before this one.
Sir? Oh, that's the door with the funny lock.
No. The one across from that, right?
Was that not the
Is that
barracks?
the barracks? Yeah,
No?
I thought that was the barracks.
There's
Was
the barracks is on the first floor.
No.
There is a
Oh,
large
wait, no,
wooden door in the.
Yeah, there was a small room.
There was a
There's
large
a small room and the door to the left. That was the barracks. There was a long room with the door to the left. We don't know what that is.
Yeah, it was like a 15-foot
Oh, I'm sorry,
wide
you're
door.
absolutely right.
Yep. So you guys could, if you want to, after all that, double back and then check that out. Or you could try and test this
I'm
room
actually
further.
for that plan
Make it around.
because definitely, I say we definitely do not want to press this switch.
Lonnie, is the whole floor a pressure plate, right?
Yeah, the entirety
whole
of
floor is.
everything except that metal circle is a pressure plate. Like the floor of this room, look, is designed to like
It's-
recede slightly when it takes weight and trigger something.
It's going to be loud, isn't it?
I don't know if it matters if it's loud or not. If we trigger something, there's a good chance they're gonna notice it.
I think they already noticed the whole little blood room over there.
This is also
I think.
fair. Standard, can you feel any movements between the mines?
There are mines to the request, but I do not look there. Artifact is there.
Lonnie's gonna tell Lumi to keep an eye on Scout, and she's just gonna start she's gonna put up her cloak and start making her way back to the previous room.
You make your way back to the previous room. You open the door. Iskander says, "We should probably move together and swiftly. I say we follow the gnome." And he turns back around and he follows Lonnie.
Look, Lumi, a new pup for you to babysit. I think he's actually more annoying to babysit than I am.
Lumi's
Remember
like,
to shut the door.
keeps up close.
Or
Yeah.
I'll go shut the door.
Yeah, the doors are
Cursey.
closed behind you.
And Lonnie wants to listen at this door.
Yeah, you definitely before you even have to make a roll, hear like a rushing of water.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Snide? Did I say snide?
You sure we don't want to go through the other room?
Now the other room is
Saito, thank you for the
one with
raid.
people in it.
Are we sure we don't want to go through the other room?
Lonnie, do you want to go in the room with a bunch of people that will definitely fight us and alert more people?
No, I'm talking about the one
Iskander says,
down south. Are we sure?
there is an argument to be made that the jailbreak would buy us more time and serve as a diversion. Yeah, there's definitely there's like rushing water behind the door. Does anybody want to like push open the door and like peek through?
We can find a way to get around the pressure
peek
plate,
through.
right?
Yeah, alright, so
I'm gonna peek my head in there.
Tento, you do have to open the door a little to do this. It is like, open just a peek. You do see that there is there's a lock on it. You want to do you jimmy it?
I look around. You all okay? You okay? For me
I was
to do
gonna say I
this,
want to try
or-
to stop you from peeking through, but the lock is already doing that. But no,
Yeah,
you can peek the lock, but I don't think you should be the one that peeks through. At least not first.
All right, so
Lonnie
you,
still wants to try to listen through the door to see if there's any
yeah, give me a perception to
sounds
get
that
anything
aren't
to
rushing water.
You unlock the door. Yeah, sure. Give me a perception. The
Tento's
door
just like
flips
back to me after
open.
that.
I hear water I don't like.
Water overwhelms. Does anybody? So the scanner's like, fine, I'll push it, and he pushes open the door, and you guys see a long gangway over, flanked by waterfalls with metal tubes near them. A green, strange, sickly green grate with mist blowing below it, and at the very center, well, you don't see anything yet, but your eyes do break below. There's a focal point.
Darren, I don't actually hate you, but you're actually the worst. I use control water spell slot for you.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what this room does. I've never been in here, but if we get past this room, we've got a corridor and then the exit, or the staircase.
Oh, she's
What's
right.
this?
This will cut half the floor away. We should make our move.
I'm gonna look in the room real quick, see if
What's
anything
this
catches
room
my eye.
for? Why is there so much water
Nothing
here?
of value in particular. Yeah, it's a very interesting question. You're not sure where the water's gathering below, what the pipes are for. A scanner takes a testing step out. Nothing bad happens that you can see.
Why do they just have this room here?
Iskander says, "That's a good question, but I didn't really understand the one with wind either."
Or the
What?
one full of blood.
Does this one have a plaque or anything that, like the last one?
No. And there's nothing of seeming. You don't really see anything like it. Kind of like I guess the metal like pipes have like some value, but the INV sight isn't giving you anything here.
Well, what about just my regular perception?
A wee bit snorer. There's a green metal grate. A scanner's moving forward. There's water rushing to the side. There's mist rising up. What do you do?
Follow scanner in.
All right.
And
But-
just to clarify,
By the time the scanner is here, show me where you would be relative to him.
so just to clarify,
Follow Dark Aardvark.
is the grate like below everything, and there's like a waterfall coming down off the side of the walls?
The water is
Or-
falling down off the side of the walls. The grate is a walkway over where the water is gathering below.
Okay.
And there's a bit
How-
of a fall.
See how?
Far as the fall.
Yeah.
Well, technically speaking, it looks like 5 feet below you, but it's like you look down and you see like the white heads of foam, and it's clearly sucking down below. So it's 5 feet until you hit water. You have no indication of what's beyond.
I look over Lonnie. He's like, "You wanna hold my hand to make sure I don't wander off anywhere?"
Oh.
He's so considerate at times.
Yeah. Do we have a small people hand holding across the bridge?
Yeah, so you don't walk off to your own death again.
All right.
Yeah.
Put yourselves where you'd be relative to Iskander when he's gotten that far.
I'd be pretty close to him.
I'll be wherever Lonnie puts herself.
Mm-hmm.
Tento's
Sanders
gonna
walking
get-
at like a normal pace, right? Or is he
Scanner's
like walking hurriedly?
slightly faster, like a power walk pace.
Oh, I guess I'll see where Zion is. Lonnie's like very reluctant
Zion-
to go on
Zion
there.
just there.
Well, Zion's waiting for you guys, so I don't know how long you take.
Completely nobody. Holy shit! Thank you for gifting 10 tier 1 subs to community. And by the way, so you guys are giving Iskander like a 50-foot, like a how many fucking feet is this lead?
I don't.
Okay, you do. I said
don't
put
give
yourself
him
right
that.
well to where you'd be to Iskander. That's what you chose. Congratulations. You guys see a quickening in the air, a twist, a turn, a churn at your very souls as a green miasma appears, and you see its face, the face of suffering.
Suffering brings lament. That can't be good.
Yeah, so thank you everyone for coming out, and completely nobody for all of the gift subs. Tonight's been very special. We love the raids, we love the gifts, we love all of it. And yeah, it's been a good time all around. Had a good all-rounder, as it were. And yeah. We're gonna do a quick old feedback phase and then go for the raid. I'm trying not make it take too long this time, just so that we can pop off with as many of our viewers as possible. Shin, hit me with it.
All right. I'm enjoying that you have given us other options than to fight through everything, as there are now like routes that doesn't immediately have like 5 people in them.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate you giving us a scanner and a little bit of foresight on what's to come in each room, at least a little bit.
Yeah.
Between me and Iskander, with the knowledge that we have, it's been really great. I enjoy the throwback of some previous enemies that we fought before, and I'm curious to see what that actually would entail if we left Tento in there and the reverse Iron Maiden.
Yeah, can I have a refund on my level 4 spell slot, please? That'd be
I mean-
great.
Bell's been
Oh.
cast.
I know, I chose it. God damn it.
Darren, I do I did give you flack as Orochi, but I enjoy all the decisions you make.
Yeah.
It does make things exciting, but that might bite us in the butt later on when you're reusing a lot of resources. But no, yeah, I'm kind of surprised because I haven't taken damage in a while. Most of the damage I've taken was self-inflicted.
Lucky you.
I know, right? It's like I'm a ranged character or something, and I actually stay at ranged. But this next fight, I'm assuming, is not gonna be something like that with me and Iskander some 45 feet away from everyone else. But yeah, I'm excited for the next session and continue to explore out this dungeon that we've gotten ourselves committed to.
Excellent. All right, Darren, hit me with it. Darren?
That's my bad. Oh yeah. Sorry I came a little late.
Okay.
Wish we was here for the beginning.
Travel stuff happens.
Yeah. I liked all the little
That much,
throwbacks.
honestly.
I like all the little throwbacks. I wish we could have explored that blood room a bit more. That's understandable. Man, there's so many rooms in here. I want to go through all of them, but we can't. Because that would take too much time. But I'm super excited to see what the Suffering Lament is and I don't know, see what happens. Like, it's super excited for next week. I curious.
Yeah.
Curious how
Yeah.
Tento interacts with this one.
Kai, hit me with it.
Yeah, I enjoy not losing HP at all, you know.
Kai,
Alright.
you never lost HP. The HP has always been within you.
I actually gained HP.
Yeah, after you lost it.
Um,
You just had to lose
Yeah.
it to gain it.
I enjoy all the checks and stuff that we had to do today. Lots of intelligence-based checks. It was nice. And thank you for allowing me to make, random ass potions out of a lot of things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need that healer skip back.
No, you don't. It's mine now.
It's mine
I've
now,
got-
bitch.
I probably gave it back to you already. And I look forward to next week.
Yay! Okay. And last but not least, Casey, hit me with it.
Yeah, I enjoy like the puzzles and the threat of danger, just not the explicit. Hey, let me just chase you around everywhere you go. Threat of danger.
Mm-hmm.
Until some of us trigger traps because they get too nosy, or too greedy. But I don't know. The NB vision is very interesting.
confusing, nobody
Like
knows
you're
what happened.
you're not explicitly telling him what to do, but it's like, hey, let's like here's some things that will influence your decisions, and I don't know, it's fun. As much as I hate it, it's fun.
Nice.
And hopefully we can also exploit the shit out of it and find valuables to at least compensate us for all the shit that we're going through.
I mean, I did find valuables, but I had to throw it in a corner somewhere because people weren't comfortable with it.
I also enjoy Zion being able to make potions and stuff, because one, that helps us, and two, I don't know, just seems up Zion's alley. So yeah. Looking forward to not drowning. Looking forward to beating Suffering's Lament without any lost HP. Actually, we actually gain HP. We actually also gain long rest from beating it, and that would be wonderful, right?
Amazing. Yes, that would be. Thank you all for coming out. I see we're having reviews, so I'm going to pop over in the raid. We're going to raid Total Party Chill. Thank you all for coming out and for sharing this experience with us. So next time, Dreamers, keep dreaming. Thank you so much. It was wonderful to have you out. Completely nobody. I know you got a schedule that's very demanding, but whenever you have time, love to have you. Love to have everybody. Keep dreaming, Dreamers.
Nah, we'll be fine.
And by the way, as they're crossing the bridge, they did feel pretty gangsta. Right up until Suffering's Lament popped up and there's this terrible amorphous green cloud, just like Shri saying. So yeah.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah.
Can I eat this one too?
Nice.